All right, good morning, everybody. Let's make sure this is working as it should. So if you can hear me and if the audio sounds acceptable, hit that number 1, please. Number 1, if you can hear me and if what you hear sounds good from the audio perspective. Kevin, Timbo, Southpaw, Brian Ty. All right, I always like to get my 5 ones. Steve, very good. Perfect. All right, so we are in business. Batch, very good. 20Z3. Okay, very quickly, thank you, FM. For those of you that watch this in the archive, thank you very much. But to be very, just up front, this is completely viewer supported. So if you want to have something to continue to watch in the archive, then you got to help support the stream. And you can do that by saving yourself some money anyways, but by using code CLAY, all caps with any of these prop firms. So whatever the prop firms promotions currently are, that is what code CLAY will get you. I recommend, I love Take Profit Trader, but everybody's at different stages of their journey, trying to accomplish different things. Some of you are maybe trading across multiple prop firms, trading multiple accounts. So any of these prop firms, if you trade them, and like I said, if you want to help support the stream, code CLAY, all caps. Thank you to everybody that has used code CLAY. And even if you're just considering it, thank you for that also. All right. Well, good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, June 3rd. The year is 2026. And anybody that was complaining, kind of, things are kind of slow, blah, blah. Yeah, it was anything but slow this morning. Big candles. This candle here, all things considered, looks kind of small, this red one. But the high of that candle was 807. The low was 760. So that right there was a nice, basically 50-point move right there. And again, that candle looks kind of modest. So when kind of modest candles compared to this one or this one are 50 points, you know that it has been pretty volatile out there. But I'm sure some of you are wondering about that one. I'll remind me at 11 a.m. I'll talk about it real quick because it also turns into kind of like a good little advertisement for the private community. But yeah, that one right there was mapped out to the private community. People could have taken advantage of it. Yeah, HR, no humming today. So I told the kids earlier that, hey, I don't even want HR to feel the need to complain. So we're going to turn it off before we even get things going. Good morning, Clay. Just tuned in. Yes, I always trade the open. Hey, good morning, Brad. So right now, looking and watching this pink line right here, the 200 SMA for a potential breakout. Right there, actually a little bit of a fake breakout. So that I'm glad I got distracted and was not watching it because I could have seen myself tempted to maybe buy that. But a lot of volume has exchanged hands here, and you can see that if you just look over here at call the volume profile. I just envisioned this as a mountain range, and notice how the mountain comes way up here before dropping down, meaning this area here has a lot of volume that has taken place, which makes sense, right? It's just been chopping back and forth here. So a lot of volume has indeed gone back and forth. I made a bad trade at the open, rode that downside move. Yeah. Well, good on you for recognizing that. Yeah, you made money, but it was not exactly good. But how are all your days going so far? Red, green, terrible, fantastic, best day ever, worst day ever? Where are your guys' days at so far? Very pleased with mine, especially. And it dawned on me yesterday. I said, okay, I need to talk about something at 11 a.m. And I totally forgot. I'm only going to take partial blame because none of you, I don't even think, if you did, I missed it. I'm not sure if I missed anybody's reminders, but so today is a victory in the sense of I have not cooked any accounts. Yesterday, I did cook an account, thankfully, just an eval. But that was Monday. I also cooked an eval. So I was on a bad streak of cooking accounts. But today, no cooked accounts. Again, thankfully, the Monday and Tuesday cooked accounts were evals. But I meant to talk about that yesterday, and I just forgot. Nobody reminded me, or at least I didn't see it. So yes, in that regard, very pleased. Finally, no cooked accounts. But that was, I wanted to just quick disclose that yesterday for this guy's always green. Well, no. I cook accounts. I have losing trades. Same green, but not happy how I got it. Up 500. Could have been. Yeah, well, coulda, shoulda, woulda. Missed the entire move. Yeah. Z3, we could all be living on our own islands had we bought Bitcoin at $10 a coin. So, I mean, let's everybody needs to relax with the coulda, shoulda, woulda game. Missed the entire move at open. Bummed. But not red, so all right. Green plus K, 150K. Oh my god. Oh, good job, Brian. Yeah, I saw that in the chat. You're close to getting that thing passed. Won 6 trades in a row on the sim. Okay, stop counting win streaks. Stop. It's not going to do you any good. Because here's it's probably going to happen. You're going to start doing stupid things, breaking rules to keep the streak going. In the name of the streak, I'm gonna do some dumb things. I'm gonna start to bend rules, break rules in the name of the streak. So you got to be careful with that. Well, this was an area that I was interested in. I don't think I'm crazy. I'm thinking right now. I know. Okay, there is that. We're down through there. Is this a short? Because the chart does kind of open up down here. Oil's moving. Yeah, it is moving. That's fair, but like I would have thought, Richard, when I pulled up the oil chart, I was going to see maybe a little. Let me put it here. I did not think that this is what I was going to see when you said oil is moving. Is this candle right here? I thought I was going to see some kind of action like this, maybe some kind of action like that. So, yeah. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I think we have different definitions of moving. Doggone it. Let's see. I don't know. Yeah, anything is possible, obviously, but I don't know. I find it hard to believe this thing might roll over, all the way back over. But it is we're in kind of a big void as far as the chart is concerned right here, so I don't know, maybe some kind of short action. But, ooh. And then right back up it go. Oof. If anybody that was bearish down there, that thing turned around on them very quickly. Got to be very, very careful with your position size today, folks. Over here, if you just look at the distance between this number, so this number and this number. So most times it's like maybe 20. Today we have a difference of 50. So this distance on the chart, again, most days, 10, 20 points. Today, 50 points. So you got to be very careful. Myself included. And I've had multiple occasions where I say that, and then all of a sudden my size is too big, and it's just so. Blue 2 test today. Yeah. Today, these environments like today are very easy to cook accounts because you lose track of, you could normally, like Clay, usually I do like 4 MNQs, 5 MNQs. Well, yeah, on a day like today, 4 or 5 MNQs can add up very, very quickly. And then if you just even do one boneheaded thing, we're like, okay, fine, I'm going to just add 5 more real quick. Well, holy crap. Now things can spin out. I'm not, by the way, trucking for dividends. I'm not saying that's why you blew yours. I'm just saying that, yeah. And knife catchers, And what was cruel about this was here. Started off strong. That could have just been a modest pullback because a lot of times the morning starts and you get at least like the first 15 minutes going up. So I could see people saying, okay, we just started the day. I'm going to buy the micro pullback and, we'll play the opening 50, But no, this right away, 2 minutes in, that was not a pullback. That was a full-blown reversal. Now, yes, at the time, obviously there's no hindsight. You don't know that's a reversal. So what I'm saying is I can see people thinking based on previous history, this is just the micro pullback and we'll get a move up. Because, yeah, sure, the market may be right around like 9.45 to 10. That's one of the bigger pullbacks have shown up. But this one right here, just out of nowhere. This was the start of the reversal. And then even right here. So think about what the chart looked like right there. That's a pretty bear. There we go. That's a bearish looking formation there. Price came up. This was a green candle. Got smacked back down. Broke through the lows. Acted like it was going to keep coming down. And then boom, just like that. And that candle right there, 65 up to... that right there was about a 70-point candle. So again, if your position size is off and you're thinking short, I can see why you'd be thinking short. But position size off on moves like this, can really punch you in the face. And then, of course, that just rolled back over. And knife catchers here. Anybody trying to play double, triple bottom, whatever you want to call it right there. Hey, I can see the logic. But if you did not stop out, or if you try to get fancy, yeah, you got to code clay. That's all I can really say to them. So, yeah. That's true. Barbara did know that. 200-point plunge, gotcha. I didn't catch a knife. I just took hold of it. You mean you wrote it all the way down on the long or short side, Ty? Hey, good morning, Sam. Kind of. Kind of, Tyler, but... Nah, kind of. And I use that in a very strong sense. Do you develop intuition? Do you kind of get to know the personality of what you're trading? You do. That's why I love futures too, because I'm always trading the same things every day. And in the world of stocks, I kind of found my stocks that I got married to over the years. Boeing, Tesla, NVIDIA, SKF way back when. So you get to know their personalities. And so in that sense, sure, maybe you can get a little bit of gut instincts develop. But at the end of the day, yeah, there's nothing like ironclad. Pink line is the 200 SMA. Purple line is the 50 SMA. You'll develop it though. Like I said, that is a beautiful thing about futures that people don't consider. With stocks, you never, especially like the small caps, the penny stocks, you're constantly trading new tickers because every ticker has a lifespan of maybe a couple of days, if that. So you're constantly moving from stock to stock. You don't ever really form any sort of relationship with the stock. You don't really get to know it at all. But with futures, given you are essentially trading the same thing every single day, because the same things every single day give multiple opportunities every single day, you do kind of develop an instinct. Yeah, SpaceX IPO is going to crush a lot of retail traders at least. I remember you used to scalp earnings, openings, drives, short. Huh? I remember you used to scalp earnings, openings, drives, short. I think you got a typo in there. Hey, Wayne. Yeah, exactly. What Slow Morrow says. Best part about well, I don't know about the best. One of the best parts, I do agree, would be that there's just one ticker. Maybe two. Maybe at most three. Hey, good morning, Cam. Morning, Mitt. Yeah, SpaceX IPO, there's so much hype. Retail will get crushed. Over the long haul, yeah, okay, maybe it keeps going up. But there's gonna be a pullback somewhere. There's gonna be a dump pullback that just gets people liquidated. Which we've all been there, in futures, right? Where it pulling back, and then you hear the dreaded your account's cooked, and then eventually it goes back up. Thankfully, in the world of futures and prop firms, that's maybe $100, couple $100 at very most. For the people in the retail, that's going to be potentially thousands of dollars gone. Especially with now the pattern day trend rule being gone, and if there's people that now can just throw like a couple $1,000s in, leverage that, get 4-to-1 leverage. Oh my! It's not going to take very much of a pullback at all, and those people cooked. But I am admittedly, I'm making like a day trader trading type argument. I don't know where SpaceX is going to be 10 years from now from an investment standpoint, I have no idea. I'm not concerned about that. I'm in the category of trader when I'm talking about the SpaceX IPO and pullbacks cooking people and all that sort of stuff. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this line. I think it served its purpose for now. Oh, Z3 is going to drive me to an early grave. Especially when I found out he's doing options. So he's willingly dealing with Delta. I'm not sorry, not Delta. Theta. Z3, you realize that you don't have to put up with Theta in your life. The epitome of working harder, not smarter, right there. X going to watch the SpaceX. I first left all that hype settle. Well, yeah, Carl, that's probably a good idea, but a lot of people are not going to let the hype settle. They're going to just rush right in, and I think they're going to regret that decision. All right, maybe a short here if it wants to come back down. Okay, we'll try to get short at the red line if it wants to come back down. Or if it's just going to keep bouncing, then never mind. It's right. It make Z3. I understand now why you're not really listening to what I'm saying, because I'll give you credit in the private community. You said, "Man, I've been doing very, very well." So I understand when people are doing very, very well, and somebody tries to say, "I'm not quite sure." It's very easy to say, "Well, it's working for me." Shut up, hater. Your job. I realize you're not saying that about me per se, but yeah. So next time Theta eats your lunch, you just remember. Well, I'm glad I waited for confirmation of needing it to come back down, because it has not come back down, so no trade on the short side. Oh, that would make sense. It is 10 a.m. here in Iowa, and the tornado alarm is going off. Yet, it is like not a cloud in the sky, so this must just be a test. What is today, Wednesday? Okay, so maybe it's the first Wednesday of every month at 10 a.m. They test maybe that's what it is. I suppose, in theory, since I've started the live stream, massive dark clouds have rolled in, and there is literally a tornado. James, what's up with the FBI, dude? I feel like you're I feel like I'm in a dark room, and you have a hot spotlight over me. Crazy. Yeah, it might be a tornado stream. I'm either losing. I probably already lost my mind. But I heard like I don't know what I heard. I don't know what I heard. Probably just one of the voices in my head. Yeah, that's true. That'd be good for the live stream. I can get some good shorts out of it. Trading during a tornado. Yeah, I mean, to me, an earthquake. Can you even hide from an earthquake? I don't think you can. From a tornado, you can hide. You know, a basement, stuff like that. But like an earthquake, I don't know. Tornado trader, okay. Wait. Okay, so, man, you guys didn't remind me again. I said to remind me at 11 a.m. And you see, this is what happened yesterday too. I wanted to talk about the cooked account yesterday at 11 a.m., but nobody reminded me. It's crazy. Anyways, yeah, so the trade, I self-admittedly, let's see. So I do offer a private community. This is what was alerted in the private community right here. You can see, had that mapped out, kind of threw that out there. Also maybe a break. So just, you always got to throw the question marks, right? Because there's no guarantees. But was thinking about this at first. But then if you were to look, it came down and then it just putzed around. That trend line never really broke. So I thought, okay, maybe that's a leading indicator that perhaps it wants to make a push up through there. So when I alerted it, the price wasn't there, but because of those dynamics, thought, hey, you know what? Maybe there's a break coming. So that was alerted to everybody of the private community. And then this morning, there is that yellow line still. So yeah, it broke up through there right before the open, came back down, and then the opening 2 minutes. I mean, what was that? 750. I mean, this was I don't know, about a 60-point move, and then from there, yeah, it just dumped. But in the world of futures, this sort of movement, things can add up very quickly. So that's where that came from. So there you go. So, oh crap. So if anybody asks, Clay, where did that come from? How'd your day go? I'll just refer them back to, I guess, what was that? I started talking around the 20-minute mark. I can refer them back to the 20-minute mark. So there we go. Pretty anticlimactic, but that was a big breakout. That was a big breakout for sure. Yes, I have a Discord server. It is not free, though. So, yeah, if you're looking for a free Discord, I don't do... I don't have a free Discord, so... Talk about the cooked account at 11:05. I don't know. I tried to play a breakout yesterday, and it didn't work out. I don't remember. But, yeah, that was yesterday. Monday, I talked about a cooked account. Tuesday, there was a cooked account. Thankfully, evals, but not today. Last night class was very helpful. I feel like my train has been slipping. Good. I'm glad you found it helpful, Johnny. Hey, JP. I did not. BMR junkie. I went and I voted, and that was it. Well, right now, are we now in some kind of channel? Very, very I mean, there was no continuation of that breakdown here. Now we're just kind of coming back up through here. So please don't tell me that we're going to be like, this would still be a big channel though. From 60 up to there. Yeah, that'd still be like, okay, I'm not going to complain about a 70-point channel. Hey, good morning, Nero. I'm getting chopped up since 10. Since 10. Well, what? Calm down. Calm down. All right, I think I'm going to try a short here. Can get my stop. Just, what would that stop? 80. Okay, I'm short. Come on. Come on now, just give me that little scalpy scalp. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Just want to get my feet wet a little bit. I'm just trying to get my feet wet, folks. Just trying to get my feet wet a little bit. Little scalpy scalp. And that was 3 MNQs. So $50 on 3 MNQ. That's what I mean. Be careful with the position size, folks. Be careful with the position size. Had a really lucky entry when it dumped. Yeah, the bigger movements right there, the bigger movements, if you're on the right side of those, It can be a good time. It can be a good time. All right, let's see what else I can cook up with. There we go. Finally got one on the board. I want $50. You go get yourself $50. I'm confident you can do it. So on the 5 minute, what's interesting is, I don't know. I was going to say a short right here, but then I don't know where to put my stop because my stop, it get kind of messy. But if I try a short up here, then I could just throw my stop above that. Ooh, ducks. Oh, I think I like that. So just look to try to play a fake break of these moving averages right there. So maybe I'll try something like that on the 5 minute if it keeps coming up. So 730 short. Where's 730 at? Oh, ducks. Oh, that is great. I like that a lot. All right, so yeah, okay. So what I like about it is, check this out. On the 5 minute, 730 up here seems kind of random. I mean, it's not totally random. I'm trying to base it on the high of these candles. But up here, general resistance area at 730 on the 5 minute. But when I bring that over here to the 2 minute, look right happens to be there at 730. The 200 SMA. Love it. Brings a tear to my eye. And nobody is talking in the chat box, so I think I'm going to have to just call it good because there's no way. Listen, remember, one of the reasons why I do this is it's fun. But it's fun because I get to hang out, I get to talk with people. But when nobody's talking to me, it's boring. If you think... So let me tell you, the most miserable part about the live stream is a quiet chat box and then me just sitting here like talking about like color commentating the market. That's so boring. That's so boring. So, like, I get it. I'm skating a fine line because sometimes the chat is like, I'm missing messages, blah, blah, blah. But man, a dead, quiet chat box, it is rough. But again, I complain about it being I complain about it being too quiet, and then all of a sudden I start missing messages. So I am self-admittedly being a bit of a drama queen, trying to have it both ways. So, but yeah, I will say that. What do you mean talking about the markets is the most boring part? It is. I don't want to talk about the markets for the next 4 hours. That's nuts. That's true. Talk about the call or have an empty chat. It's a deep question. Is water wet? Well, I don't know. Is it frozen or not? That'd be the first question. Is the water frozen? Thinking about copy trading. Oh, I don't have anything against copy trading. Just for me, the thought of like having 20 accounts at once and to me that's, I don't know if my mind could take that. But if your mind can take that sort of stuff, go for it. I live in Iowa, and yeah, cost of living here is very nice. So, yeah. Well, I mean, kind of through that. That is the risk of copy trading. Is if you are an idiot with the one account, you could be an idiot with like 40 accounts. With that said, your risk is also spread out. Because in each account, you could only be doing, let's just say, one NQ. But if you're trading 40 accounts, and technically you're trading 40 NQs, which is pretty nuts. However, sliced out in each account, it's only one NQ. So you're also spreading out your risk too. So there's give and takes. You have family in Manchester. And by the way, I realize I'm missing some of your messages, but thank you. So this is where like my two-sided nature comes out. Like at 1 minute, I'm complaining about nobody's talking in the chat. And then I'm missing a bunch of the chat messages. So like I said, I realize there's some hypocritical dynamics on my end right now. But it's my party and I'll cry if I want to, okay? I'm still pretty new to Iowa. This August will be 2 years for my family and I. So I have no idea where Manchester, Iowa is. But that's cool. Trading has shined a light on how impatient I am. Yeah, shiding. Trading exposes a lot, like, it reveals our inner core, right? Like, if you are an impatient person and you weren't aware you're an impatient person, trading will expose that. If you are an angry person, but maybe you don't realize necessarily that you're angry, or maybe you don't think that trading will expose that. Yeah, I grew up in Ohio, then lived in Kansas City, then lived in Michigan for the past, from 2010 to what, 2024, I guess? I'm a well-traveled man. I've been here for 40 years. I have no idea where Manchester is. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. Yeah, when I hear Manchester, I think of Manchester United, the soccer team. Oh, I'm sorry, the football team. By the way, did you guys see Babylon Bee? Oh, man, for all you soccer fans out there, just cooked. The Babylon Bee, something about White House celebrates Gay Pride Month with soccer game on the front lawn. I was like, oh my goodness, you just roasted like the vast majority of the world. Given I think soccer is the most like popular international sport. I don't know, but Babylon Bee, oh man, they put on the chef set and they're like, don't care. Did anybody else see that Babylon Bee, or am I just imagining this? I'm pretty sure I saw it. You don't know what Babylon Bee is? Oh man, you should look them up. Yeah, they're just it's satire. Yeah, right here. Trump recognizes Pride Month by hosting soccer match on White House lawn. Again, not real. It's satire. But somehow we got on the topic of soccer, and it just made me think about that. I Googled it, and it said fake news you can trust. Yeah, I'm telling you, they are very clever. And they'll cook everybody. They'll cook Democrats, they'll cook Republicans, they just cook. They just cook. Yeah, so I'm basically thinking, like right now, I'm like, is it really that hard to find a trade? And yeah, we seem to just be kind of chopping around. And for the don't diddle in the middle folks, which I'm a partial don't diddle in the middle. I mean, we are basically right in the middle of this range right now. So yeah, I'm just trying to be patient. Hey, Danny. My toxic straight. No, don't worry about it. There's no theta on zero DT options. We were told that once. Zero theta on zero DT options. So, yeah. All right, I think I'm gonna try a short here. I'm short. Come on. Oh, I thought I was going to get more of it. Again, I don't watch P&L. I was thinking that would have been another $50 or so. So I was expecting to look down and then see that number over 100. So, hey, good morning, Ronnie. Oh, it's just one of the classic quotes around. I don't remember who it was. This happened months and months and months ago. But no, the market makers have nothing to do with theta or anything like that. Made big money on that 940 candle, then had to tune. Hey, Vitman, that's good self-awareness on your part. That was the 21 EMA. That was the 21 EMA. 1 minute 0T doesn't have theta. Okay, can I just, will you just confess you're a total troll, Roderick? So I can just ban you? Or, okay, either, let me put it this way. I'm pretty sure that's rage bait. Hey, Rogue Trader. Correct. Yes, all options have. Yes, this is why I'm either gonna ban him or he can just fess up that he's trolling and rage baiting, and then I'll still probably ban him. You remember me, Clay? Nope. Nope. What's your view on Bookmap? Same as any tool out there. It's true. Do you know it's also true? You going on vacation for a day. Or, sorry, whoops, I just banned him. Well, I didn't mean to necessarily... Okay, I didn't mean to... I didn't mean it. I just meant to send him on vacation. For 24 hours. There we go. I'm not going to put up with his more... I don't know why I don't just ban him. Can I know what platform this is? Yeah, what I'm doing is... I'm sorry, I got to go back up to... So what's my thought on Bookmap? My thoughts on Bookmap are my thoughts on any tool. If the tool works for you, go for it. Just do not approach any tool as though it's a holy grail. And whoa, okay, we're getting a little bit of movement here. Yeah, so I've never used Bookmap. But if somebody says they use it, cool. But like, if you go into Bookmap thinking it's going to fix all your problems and you're going to treat it like some sort of holy grail, I think you are deceiving yourself. Because the only thing that is going to fix all your problems is your ability to control the voices in your mind. That is what will fix problems. Your ability to control the voices in your mind. And then in terms of what platform this is, 2 layers. Layer number 1, I'm in a prop firm. That prop firm is Take Profit Trader. Through the prop firm, I'm using Tradovate. So again, 2 layers. Layer 1, prop firm. For me, Take Profit Trader. Layer number 2, Tradovate as the platform. Do you realize the irony in that, Danny Sanchez? Think about what you just... Never mind. I love that stuff. Hey, Clay, I realize you said you don't want to talk about this. Can I ask why? Well, surely you realize the ironic nature of that. Well, why don't you want to talk about this? Well, that would be included in not talking about this. I swear, just when I think that I'm the most dented baboon, somebody tries to come at me. Somebody's like, oh yeah, hold my beer. Hold my beer, Clay. You think you're the most dented baboon? Let me show you what I'm made out of, brother. We're not going to talk about the color blue. Can I ask why we're not going to talk about the color blue? Hold my beer, brother. Not quite, Slowmaro. Not quite. The inapt would be, I don't want to talk about my credit card. And then someone says, can you tell me why you don't want to talk about your credit card? Danny, I do not, I do not, I'm not a, like I don't own, I'm not an employee of Take Profit Trader. So like, you're going to have to ask them. I do not have any answers in that regard. Yes, I use them. Yes, I really love them. But I am not part of the payroll, as an employee or anything like that. So I can offer you nothing. What's the number on the front? 555. Hey, good morning, Eddie. All right, we are approaching a pivot point here on the 5 minute, so maybe some kind of long right here. Today is a day where the pivot points are not showing up on the 2 minute. So I continue to ask if anybody knows how to always make the pivot points show up on like a lower time frame. Let me know. The pivots always show up on the 5 minute. Scroll back and they'll show up. How far back do I have to scroll back? Well, how far back though, dude? Wow, here's an old line. Let's get rid of that. Do a little house cleaning. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't think that's worth. What? Oh, Jocko! I think I love you. There it is. Oh, Jocko! You're my boy, Blue! It just worked. What kind of black magic is that? Let's go. Oh my goodness. The little things in life. Amazing. Okay, here we go. Don't get cocky here, boy. No. You need to fall down a little bit more. Actually, I should probably play a fake breakdown of this because here we have a fake break. Fake break. Okay, I'm going to try right here. Buenos dias. Sí. Sí es mi amigo. Buenos dias. Y tú. All right. Okay, now I'm not interested in buying any longer. Why? Well, look at this. We're looking at a green candle. If I were able to buy down here, that would imply this big green candle has failed miserably and is now all the way down here. I'm not necessarily looking to buy when nice green candles have all of a sudden failed. So never mind on that. If anything, might be looking to short. Yeah, I did not know that. That's amazing. I don't know why that needs to be done, but if that's what needs to be done, then so be it, Billy. Oh, Billy. Can anybody get that movie reference? If you can, you're kind of in the weeds in terms of movie quotes. Oh, Billy. Dang, Timbo. Timbo's not messing around. Correct isolationist. Although you said it with a question mark. Look at Timbo. When you just say something, no question mark, boom. That is authority. No, Daniel, the pivot point is something that you just add. No, that's not it. How do I add, how did I add it? Price levels, I think. No. Channels? How did I add pivots? Oh, I bet right here. Channels. Pivots, there it is. If you breach the drawdown limit, do you get to cash? Wait, so are you saying that if you get a 50K account and then you hit the drawdown at 2,000, that means the account is at 48? Are you asking, do you then get to cash out $48,000? Is that what you're asking? Okay. Because I was about to lose my mind. Thankfully, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you were not actually asking that. So I'm not quite sure what you're asking then. But no, if you cook the account, it's gone, including profits. Which is why I am on team. If I am owed any money via payout, I just take the payout. Who can answer what classic movie scene? Ooh, what did I miss? What are you talking about? Did you? If so, I'm going to blow my... Yeah. Good to see you, by the way, Glock. Where have you been, you dirty rat? I see this is why people always take... Yeah, well, I mean, you don't... Everybody's different. I'm not saying that you shouldn't build buffer. I'm just saying I am on team. If I'm owed it, I'm going to take it. Okay, this looks like a potential short off the moving averages here. I'm short. You're not going to give me that scalpy scalp? Okay, that's kind of stupid. Real stupid. Okay, we're at the 21 EMA in the 5 minute. All right, well, was definitely looking bearish, but if this is going to just V-shape straight back up to here, then added some more. I'm having trust issues thinking that this thing's really going to just V-shape straight back up. But if I'm wrong, then so be it. Come on. Get down below that blue line. Come on. Come on. Come on. What are we going to do here, brother? I was thinking about adding there. Is this seriously thing just going to keep going green, green, green? Sure, V-shapes happen, but that would not be the norm. Come on. Come down. Get below that blue line. Oh, don't you dare bounce right off it, though. That would be... Oh, yippee. Okay. There's my stop, by the way. Come on. I should lighten the load. That's the responsible thing to do. Okay. Still could be a losing trade. It'll just be a little less. Actually, let's just make sure this is a green. All right, there we go. Okay, this will be a modest green trade now. Put my next target down there. And then I'll just keep on moving my stop as it goes in my favor. Come on, brother! See, you ain't gonna V-shape on me. You ain't gonna V. You don't know me. You don't know me, V. Thank you, brother. Oh, that was like me with throat cancer or something. Hey, brother! You ain't gonna V-shape on me, boy. This ain't my first rodeo. V-shapes are not the norm. Not the norm, brother. You've been drilling a bunch of wells? Gotcha. Should have bought at the bottom of the can. Yeah, exactly. Stupid me. I should have bought. I agree. CEO, you're right. I should have bought right there at the bottom of that candle. You're right. Hit me! Come on, hit that next target. Clay, it was so obvious there's a V-shape. What V-shape, boy? Yeah, maybe. Oh, okay. Well, at this point, why not? Why not go for these lows for the next target? My risk right now is I'm making 30 points on these final two contracts. So I like when my risk is make 30 points. Reward still unknown because I do not know the future. I don't know how far down this thing might want to go. Playing a double bottom if it gets there, that makes sense. That's why I'm taking one out right there, just in case it does double bottom, assuming it gets down there. Pull back. I hate calling it. Okay, well, it depends on. I would just call this a rollover, but I hear what you're saying. Yeah, Matt. Well, because you're like, Matt, you actually did what the edge was. Edges are V-shapes don't happen. That is why when V-shapes do happen, everybody was like, whoa. Think about it. If V-shapes were normal and the thing that usually happened, nobody would say, whoa, right? When you take a breath, nobody is like, whoa, you just took a breath. Why? Because that is like the normal thing to happen. So yes, Matt, good job not just defaulting to, oh man, the not likely thing that's going to happen is going to happen. Now, our minds make us love to think that everything is a V-shape. Everything always V-shapes. No, that's what we call a confirmation bias. All right, about to get stopped out. And I am stopped out. All right, there we go. Like, if anybody ever tells you my strategy is playing V-shapes, okay, I'm not saying it's not profitable, but there's no way that they would have their win rate, they would lose more than what they make. Or, I mean, they would lose more than ever they win. Now, you could still have the risk-reward work out, but, like, again, V-shapes are not the norm. There's a reason why everybody thinks a V-shape is a big deal, because it's not the norm. So when it happens, hey, whoa. Nice trade. You're reading the ranges this week pretty solidly. Yeah, so far so good. Yeah, I would have loved 100 points, but this little bounce up here decided to not play ball. Thank you, Rogue. Now do I play along down there at that pivot point? That is a new question on my mind. Going back to Matt though, I want to make. I'm not. If you're just randomly DCAing, or if DCAing was never part of your original plan, then yeah, Matt, that's degenerate. I'm glad that you just built a bad habit. So I guess, but if that was like part of the plan, because you're like, no, I'm going to start light, and then I can add some more because I don't think this is a V. Kind of then okay, fine. But like if you're like, nope, I'm not. This is a kind of a one and done type thing, and then all of a sudden it's not. Okay, that's where all the rule breaks and stuff like that come into play. So without knowing more detail, Matt, either good job or yeah. You're thinking we go back to the overnight low? I mean, with the way today has moved, I wouldn't say that's I don't think that's a crazy thought. I'm just having trust issues right now, thinking it might bounce right here. I don't know. If anything, I'd look to play a fake break, because back here you can see that the price is 3 times gone slightly below that level and then recovered back up. No, Hoover, that is a confirmation bias. Faux show. Oil's been fun today. Speaking of oil, I'm not going to trade, I don't think, but like this pivot point right here, fake break city. Fake breaks there, the pivot. Fake break there. Fake break there. Well, then here didn't quite hit it. But yeah, I don't know. Is there some sort of short like up there? Let it get above there and then look to play the fake break, which has happened 3 times before. Again, no guarantees, but I would not call you crazy. I would not say that you're being a degenerate. I would not say that you have no thought process behind your plan. If you were to say, I'm looking to play a fake break of a pivot point on the oil chart. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Hey, good morning, Jason. All right, I'm thinking about a long here. Okay, I'm going to try a long at the green line. I am in. I'm in long. See if we're going to bounce up off of this pivot point. Would love to see a hammer here. Bounce. Go! I'll take that. Scoop, a scoop. There we go. Of course you can drop it and hit that like button, JJ. Of course. Of course. Thank you, JJ. Good to see you. Might try another one here. Might try another long. Seems like this pivot point's holding. Waiting for the long at 600. Oh, all right. So I'm looking like Timbo wants to play these lows here if I'm good. Yep. See, that's why if you just give numbers, everything's so clarified. No stop. All right. So Timbo's stop is the account. So I get what you're doing, Timbo. Fair enough, brother. My iceberg, or my book map told me there was an iceberg down there. They're like unicorns in the market. Well, my candlesticks told me that there was a peninsula down there. And those things are like bearded rabbits in the market. Clay, and iceberg and peninsula are in totally different categories. I know. I don't have that quick of a wit, though. I might have to join Timbo at 600, maybe a little bit below. That's right. The Yucatan Peninsula is no joke. I don't, isolationist, I don't know if you were being funny with that or if that was real, but if it's real, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm assuming you're just being funny by saying random things, but we are aware, or many of us are aware there are some crazy terms out there, so maybe that was serious. Not quite sure. Missed me by a tick. Is Jimbo, or no, Timbo is not in yet. I don't think he's in. Yeah, has not hit 6. Okay. I might try this. Okay, I'm going to buy right there. If it comes back up. I'm in. Out there for another. Wait a minute. Are we slowing down? Is it? Can I upsize? Maybe I can go back up to 5. That was only like 18 bucks. Maybe I can upsize here a little bit. Twas serious? Okay, well then I have no idea what you're talking about. You're talking about icebergs and unicorns and dwarves and hobbits. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, I'm going to go up to 5. Let's see what. No, it barely filled. Well, Boa, you're in right now. If you got in, if you're gonna buy, yeah, if you're gonna buy at 600 right now, looking like a really good entry. Unless you canceled it out. Bodan, Mr. Bojangles. Just got filled. All right, well. Where's your stop? Did you say where your stop's at? Stop loss is at 92. All right, you are stopped out. That's all right. It happens, brother. Hey, nothing but respect. You had the courage to map out your numbers, so I applaud you, good sir. Welcome to the club of being wrong every now and then. There are 2 types of day traders in this world. Those that have been wrong before and liars. Those are the 2 categories. Unless you're Barbara. Unless you're Barbara. And then you've never been wrong. I'm trading the Bermuda Triangle strategy where my account is shipwrecked and I never see it. Yeah, that's a good one. Feast or famine. All right, well, at this point, if you were buying, you're trying to catch a knife. I try to catch knives from time to time. My point is just, let's not lie to yourselves. If you're getting short right now, I would also say you're probably chasing right now. Again, I've chased before. Sometimes I like to do, the wise chases where I reduce position size and all that, but let's just tell yourself how it is. You are chasing on the short side right now. On the long side, you're definitely catching a knife. Too much down pressure right now, waiting for a 530 area. Yeah, I might be a little bit above 530. Yes, I mean, that is true. I should probably put a time limit. Like, after, I don't know, what, 20 trades? Like, how many trades does it take for somebody to finally be wrong? 20 maybe? 15? No way, I actually shorted the last 80. Yosef, hey, Yosef, you're not new around here. You know we don't do trust me bros. So excuse us all if we're like, sure, Yosef, yeah, uh-huh. Now, to be fair, Yosef, did you give numbers and I missed them? Potentially you gave numbers ahead of time and I missed them. But if you did not, yeah, you know better. Then we don't do trust me, bro, trade plans around here. Trust me, bro. Bro, listen, trust me, bro. I got short right there, bro. 180 NQ contracts, bro. Trust me. Again, Yosef, this is all a trust me, bro trade plan. Nobody, yeah. Next time, give us the numbers ahead of time or at least in real time. We can all do the trust me bro trade plans. Those ones are a little easy. Trust me, bro. Bought right there. Sold right there. Trust me, bro. Yeah, and I bought Bitcoin at 5. Trust me, bro. I think my day needs to be overmade. Well, you know, that's never fun to give up gains, KTL, but at least you didn't like go deep into the hole or something like that. Clay, what is a pivot? What is a pivot point you were looking at? I mean, it's a pivot point. I'm not sure. If you scroll back to the 20-minute-ish mark of the stream, I talk about that. You did not mark the overnight low. Yeah, I did. Wait, did my overnight lows disappear and overnight high? Where'd my overnight lows and highs go? You were right. Where'd they go? What in the world? Wait, am I missing my VWAP too? It's like all my third-party indicators were gone now. Yeah, I need to refresh. F5 it up. Good call. I didn't even realize that. Didn't even... Okay, we're back. We're back. Hey. Okay, there they are. Wait, where did VWAP? Oh, there that is. What is going on? Okay, there we go. VWAP is back. Oh, crap. I didn't even see that because it was missing. Doggone it. Not that Okay. I would like to have thought I would have bought there. Whoops. Well, that was kind of stupid. Thanks a lot, Tradeovate. I'm gonna blame Tradeovate. I'd be up $8 million right now if it wasn't for Tradeovate. Do you think that'll work if I email them and tell them they owe me $8 million? Because trust me, bro, I would have loaded up with so much size there. I do have an ES chart open, yeah. No, I've had pivots before, though. Okay, let's run an... So I have to scroll back here to get my pivots, right? Hello? Okay, that's not working now. Where are my pivots at? This is getting so stupid. Hello, pivots? Okay, they're back. Pivots are back. No, look. Pivots, overnight low, VWAP. So, yeah, I don't know. There we go. We're back in business now. Ooh, Doxo. This might... Shoot. All right, I hesitated too much. No, they don't, Daniel. Because in the fine print somewhere, they're basically, and I'm paraphrasing, they're basically saying, you agree that technology is a great thing, but sometimes technology screws up. And if technology screws up and you lose a bunch of money, you agree to hold us blameless. Yeah, I do not know, Johnny. That's a crappy fine print. Well, I mean, to be fair to all sides, then don't use them as a platform. But with that, I'm pretty sure all platforms have it. So I guess you could maybe go back to like trying to trade over the phone. Buying here. Stop 550. Okay, that's better, Yosef. That's better. Where's your target at? I mean, I still don't know where here is. So where did you actually buy? What was your entry? What number? I didn't. You just said you're buying here. Breathe. Breathe, Clay. Breathe. Just got filled. Okay. So you bought at 600. Your stop is 50 points. Okay, so you are a sway trader. Fair enough. I do like a long down here. I'll probably take a swing at that. But right now, need to just be patient. Looking for a long at 1350. I'm a 13. What could that be shorthand for? 1350. Maybe we're trading something else. Hey, Percent Investments. I recognize that name. Good to see you. Yeah. This is why, Shan Newbie, if you would just listen to learn, like I tried to educate you yesterday, you would understand that within the prop firm landscape, that sort of stuff can make sense. Yes, I fully agree. Because you are like, no, I just want to trade with my own funds. Yeah, those trades are too risky. I tried, brother. So you go do your own thing. And I'm a sway trader. I only take 1 or 2 trades per day. Hey, more power to you. Nothing wrong with that. But that ain't my style. Filled and stopped. Well, appreciate the transparency there, John. It happens, brother. I got my 5% today. Yeah, 5%. You may be revealing that you don't understand how prop firms work if you're trying to tell us you got 5%. Because in the prop firm landscape, 5%, yeah, anyways. I'm up 445 today. USD. Are you a Forex trader? Been a while since we've seen a Forex trader around. Well, yeah, of course. If you hit the drawdown, you're cooked. That would reveal you have bad risk management. Therefore, you are cooked. You can try again, but you are cooked. What country do you live in? Where are you at? Coins and cards guy. I'm assuming you are in a foreign country if you are trading Forex. Yeah, Slomaro, it's not worth it. He's not going to listen to the math anyway, so don't even buy. US, what are you doing trading Forex? Brother, like I understand if you are in a country like, Somalia or something and everything is closed down except like CFDs or Forex. Like I get that. Well, yeah, I understand you trade the charts, but why are you trading Forex? Forex is the epitome of paint drying. I did not know that was a thing. I did not know that people like there are USA Forex traders. I just assumed that because we are very blessed in the USA, we have access to like everything. One of my friends just started trading and is doing Forex. Yeah, okay. Well, he must have stumbled across some yeah. Shanubi, just don't talk about making 5%. That is a terrible ROI. Oh, okay, you trade both. Okay. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. Yeah. Forex, because it's so boring, it becomes massively dangerous because this which is a good thing, right? You don't want currencies fluctuating 10% every day. So because currencies barely move, like you need massive amounts of leverage to capitalize on small movements. But massive amounts of leverage is where, because it's so boring, it's like it's a weird dynamic. It's like boringly dangerous, if that makes any sense. He found some. Okay, of course, if he found a Discord that said, but they were making money. Yeah, yeah. Again, making money is just not. That's. If you operate under the premise that time is valuable, then I think the logical conclusion of that would be, so let's work as efficiently as possible. Let's work smarter, not harder. Now, if you're like, no, I don't think time is valuable, then okay, I guess my arguments kind of fall apart. But I do. My arguments are based on the premise that, and as the older I get, the more I realize this is true. But like, time is definitely the most valuable commodity. Okay, wait for music, even though I'm pretty sure you're just a bot and you're spamming everybody. Thank you. That brought a tear to my eye. All right, we are coming down. Maybe a short here. I'm short. Come on, treadline break. Let's go. There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay, yeah. I think 5 is more so the ticket today. 3, I think the market volatility has slowed down enough where 3 kind of maybe not good enough for me, but 5 seems to be maybe a good middle ground now. Hey, good morning, Greg. Yes, health. Yes. Agreed. So yes, if you would agree with the premise, time is very, very valuable, then yes, I would think you should be searching after things that that help with efficiency. Hence why I would argue the most efficient way to day trade is to day trade futures through a prop firm. Can we see the tier? Somebody already drank it. They said it tasted delicious. I am still interested in a long down here. That's right. This is essential for day traders. That is essential. Way more important than your internet speed or how many monitors you have or what platform you use. Toilet brand. Ooh, Doc Soul. I forgot I had this coffee. I barely budged. Oh, we're almost at on oil. Cameron, do you use that for the Nasdaq too? Long 567. All right, so all right, yeah, all right. Oh, Brian just flat out looking to play the double bottom. Oh, on NQ2, gotcha. Again, just if people are unaware about why I'm giving 5% grief, because in the prop firm space, you could go and you could get an account for 119. And let's say, I don't know, you blow up 5 of these accounts so you on your 6th try, meaning you buy 6 of these accounts before you get a payout. And I'm just making up some numbers. So let's do some math real quick. And I'll show you what I mean by why 5% is nothing you would want to brag about. So 119 times 6. So that means your investment, your amount in play that you have put at risk and all that sort of stuff is 714. So we got to change that to 714. So keep in mind, this is with you blowing up multiple accounts. And then, I don't know, on try number 6, you go and you get, I don't know, a $1,000 payout. So let's calculate the ROI. There you go. There's 40% just like that. And like I said, this is a very modest example, but just to show how, like, why I made the comment, like, dude, I would not be talking about 5%. So, yeah. If you are a good trader and you're like, I am a good trader, here's my, blah, and you give me some statistics, okay, fine. I'll just accept the premise that you are a good trader. We'll take your good trading skills and go create insane scam-like ROIs for yourself. I don't know, Anton. I have multiple strategies. Well, it's bouncing before coming back down, so never mind on that. Now, here's the question. Has the market moved? We had the reverse of this yesterday. Yesterday afternoon, the market was as easy as you just buy the pullbacks to the 21 EMA. Look at this. 21 EMA, reject, reject, reject. Is it now this easy? Do you just short the bounces at 21 EMA? Is it actually this easy? I don't know. What has happened in the 4-hour chart? Don't know. I can't say I use the 4-hour chart. What do you see happening, Alexis? I'm a horrible trader today. There's a trust me, bro. You can trust, brother. Again, Shanubi, I'm not going to, you have declared you're not going to listen. You're a 3-month newbie. I understand I sound like a hater right now and that I'm jealous, but I've been around this rodeo long enough. I've seen plenty of people like you. Way back when Colorado approved marijuana first state, for those of you that are long, you remember the pot stock boom. A lot of people like you. They're 3 months in. They're making all this money because markets just were going basically straight up. They had terrible strategies, but hey, you know what? Who cares? Markets were very bullish. Then we had, what other ones? We had, of course, then you had the GameStop people, the AMC people. You try to tell them things. They don't listen, and I understand why, because I'm making all this money. You're just a hater. You're just jealous. So, Shanubi, go do your own thing, brother. Go do your own thing. People like you are a dime a dozen. See, it's always. Oh, and then, there was a couple times Bitcoin was going up. Yes, Bitcoin broadly, but there are a couple big dumps too. Hey, I get it. You're making money with Bitcoin right now, but shut up, hater. You're just jealous. It's okay, fine. So no, Shanubi. Yesterday you proved. You're not going to listen. No, I'm not going to make any headway with you. I get it. If I put myself in your shoes, I can see where you're coming from. I sound like a grumpy old guy that's just jealous because I'm not making as much money as you are because you have it all figured out 3 months in. I get it. Dunning-Kruger effect, all I'll say is a very real thing. And if you want to go research Dunning-Kruger effect, go for it. But I have learned, my friend, that on the topic of time is valuable, I spent some with you yesterday to zero. Made zero progress. So go do your thing, brother. It's not the 20 EMA, it's the 21. As far as settings, there you go. Dump, baby. Short here at 620. Get off my lawn. Exactly. Who was here? Who was here for the pot stock boom? What was that, 2016 when Colorado approved marijuana? TLRY, ACB, CGC. What were some of the other big ones? I mean, just some boomers. Go hard. All right, so you were around during the pot stock boom. Yeah, Aurora, I think, was ACB, and then Canopy, well, I think, was CGC. Yeah, exactly, Raspberry Trades. Exactly. But, like I said, to be fair, put yourself in his shoes. The point of the market is to make money. He is making money. He's made it sound like a good chunk of money. So, logically speaking, he is thinking logically. The point of the market is to make money. I am making money. Therefore, I'm doing it right. So, for anybody to suggest that I'm not totally being smart about it, they're just jealous. They're just a hater. So but this is all why trading is so hard. Because to be fair to him, his brain is thinking in a logical manner. But like that's where people get cooked. Because you can think logically. I mean, the market loves that, right? So I get it, but that's why I've also learned there's nothing I can do. Like I'm not going to penetrate his thick skull because his thick skull is operating from a logical premise right now. Now we all, if you're a veteran, you know that, yeah, but see, the thing is, because you can make money with bad strategies or just get really lucky for a period in the market, sure, you're making money, but like it's not actually a sustainable thing. And 3 months of time is kind of like a drop in the bucket. So like, but again, that's just where experience comes from, right? So, oh yeah, SNDL. I think that was one of the penny stock ones. Yeah. Again, and that's why I can't fault people if you've been there before because logically it makes sense why you thought the way you did. The point of the market is to make money. I am making money. Therefore, I am doing it right. There's nothing wrong with that logical thought process. That is completely logical. But again, that's why trading is so hard because, yeah, but there's actually more to it than that. So I would never call him stupid because he is operating in a logical manner. Now, I have, the problem becomes when you show people math and then they still push back. It's like, okay, now I'm showing you logic because that's what math is, right? Math is just logic. And then they're like, well, it's like, okay. Long mine? As in the ticker symbol mine? Yeah, I mean, we've converted plenty of small cap people. Okay, Richard, then you're on a long time if you remember mine. That's funny. All right, I'm thinking of a short here. If it wants to come back down, we kind of have the top of this channel here. We'll get short at the red line if it wants to come back down. Oh, you've been around a long time then, Z3. Holy smokes, you've been around a real long time then. Let's do it. They got to be stainless steel muffler companies, though. Again, looking to get short at the red line. If that red line turns blue, I'm in. I am in. And a really bad fill. It filled me and then immediately started to go back up. So I don't even think I was in the green at all yet. Well, let's see what it wants to cook up here. There's my stop. Here's my first couple of targets. Get down there, brother. If it gets close, I'll move my stop down and break even. But that was not close. Stupid pivot point. Oh yeah, you are very old, Z3. You've been around a long time. 200 tick is my go-to. Cool. Let's see if she wants to come back down. All right. This will be a winning trade now. It might just be a small winning trade, but a winning trade nonetheless. Come on, hit that first target. Come on. Thank you, brother. Okay. Those are my next couple of targets. So again, this will be a green trade. It's just a question of how big of a green trade because I don't know how far down it wants to roll over. Oh yeah, some of you are real old. Some of you been around a long time with some of these memories you're bringing up. Come on. Oh. And I am stopped out. All right, well, I tried. I mean, it was still a green trade. I tried to let it cook, but it didn't. Well, it didn't want to keep rolling over. It's all right. The mechanics were there. That's good habits. It just didn't totally work out. But if you've been here before, you can't get 150-point moves if you don't let the thing cook. Now, am I saying that 100-point moves are commonplace? No. But you got your 50, so you passed. You got the 150 passed? No. Oh. Well, what's the $50 for? What did you need $50 for? Oh, okay. Well, I actually thought that earlier. I thought that was what it was in reference to. Purple line is the 50 SMA. Oh boy. I don't know if I should do this or not. I'm going to. I don't like when my lines aren't. There we go. We got like a bear pennant, symmetrical triangle, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I don't know if I trust it enough to go short through the break of the downside. If I were to go for it, though, my target would be the overnight lows. I'm not going to take it on this candle. But this candle's almost done. Okay, so if the next candle, if this comes down here and bounce, stay above it, okay, we might be cooking. Nope, never mind. Okay, maybe. If it bounces up and goes green, I could try. Nope, okay. Well, for any of you that are independent thinkers that were like, Clay, I agree with that trend line, but Clay, I disagree with the fact you're not going to get short there. I am going to get short there. Hey, look at that. The power of independent thinking. Look at that. Please tell me somebody was an independent thinker and got short there. Hopefully somebody did. Because there it is, right down there off to the overnight low. Doggone it. I was thinking about it, but in my ideal world, I wanted this candle to come up here, give me some green, and then come back down so I could have had a tight stop. But it didn't. It just kept dropping. Oh, yeah. Agreed. No hurry. In with 1 micro, entry at 616. Nice job, White Walker. Yes, making new lows. I didn't even check, but yeah. Okay, so ES and the NQ seem to be more correlated today. Yesterday, was it like zero correlation? Hey, Azaria. You were drawing lines. I was putting order. Are you still in, Hoover? Nice day, Clay. Hope it was only what I'm looking. Out at 576. Good job. Nice trade. You're looking to re-enter. Ooh, high volume. Hammer off the overnight low. We might be getting ready to cook here a little bit. All right, I'm going to... Hello? There we go. Okay. Looking to get... I'm going to bring that down a little bit. There we go. Risking about 7 points with slippage. Let's call it 9. So yeah, about a 9-point risk trying to get long at the green line. So in a sense, basically a triple bottom. Bottom number 1, number 2. Can I get number 3? Okay, now it's maybe not. Hey, the Elevated Life. I recognize that name. Okay. Here we go, maybe. Does she want to come back down? Maybe not. Maybe it's stupid for me to... Maybe I should just be getting right now. I mean, high volume hammer here. Maybe this is finally some sort of... bounce dynamic here. Come on. Come down. Come down. Again, maybe some of you are like, Clay, I agree. I also think it wants to bounce. But Clay, because I'm an independent thinker, I disagree about getting long down here. I'm just going to get long right now. That may prove to be a very good decision on your part. But neither of us know yet because we don't have hindsight in our favor yet. But give us 6 minutes. Give us another 3 candles and we'll all probably have a better idea. I really don't want to... Yeah, see, I don't like buying after this failed move up, but... Oil is moving up. What? Are you delayed, Neil? I pulled up oil and I see this. Maybe. I mean, Neil, you and your typos are a thing of I've never seen before. Never seen such a... Neil, on my deathbed, if somebody would be like, hey, Clay, kind of a random question, but like when I say the word typo, what pops into your head? I will say, Neil. That's how bad you are at typing. Now, I don't expect anybody to ask me that question on my deathbed. But if they do, I already know the answer. Yeah, I can't do it anymore. I don't like this failed bounce. I just can't do it. Again, this was a big solid green candle, and now that big green candle has been wiped away in this. Just can't do it. Yeah, that's a big typo. XOM is moving. Yes, Richard, as we have determined, Richard's definition of moving is not wrong, but if XOM moves like 3 cents, so if it goes from like 185 to 185.03, Richard's going to be like, it's moving. Hey, Indian Gaming, hello. Off to the surgeon. Well, hey, John, hopefully everything goes well with whatever that's going on. There we go. Glad I did not buy, because that would have been a losing trade. Again, this candle right here, that was kind of what scared me away, and rightfully so. All right. If I buy here, there's no need to lie to myself. I'm trying to catch a knife. Now, I would argue it's a logical spot, but it is still... Ooh, Doc Soul. All right, I'm going to try this instead. I'm going to try my knife catch down. No, I want more than one. Put my stop below the lows. What is that? Oh, no. I'm not going to risk no 15 points. So let's come down a little bit more. 12 points. There we go. There we go. About 10 points, but with slippage, now about 12 points. Michael. Hello. Pola on Dolan Von Dog. Huh? Hey, Michael, we might have some kind of bot here. I don't know. Stopped out. Hey, it happens, Yosef. It happens. I appreciate your courage. All right, is this guy a bot? He started off fine saying, hey. I don't know, maybe a bot. Let's see. No, it does not look like a bot. Maybe he's just having a couple of typos. So Octavia, Octavia, if you have a bad day, would you show up, do you think, and be like, man, I had a terrible day? Maybe you have already and I've just forgotten about it. Fill me in on what's going on, Clay. I'm a noob. Okay, well, that's very broad. I'm not sure what you mean. So what's going on? I'll just start very broad as I'm day trading futures, and I'm day trading MNQ futures. I'm using a prop firm to do so. There you go. That is what's going on here, what you're looking at. Okay, fair enough. Sold at 566. Come on, Sean. You're not new here. I recognize your name from yesterday. We know. You should know by now. We don't do trust me, bros. Perfect explanation. Thanks. You are welcome. Again, looking to get long down here. So, yes, I'm looking to catch a falling knife, but I think I'm trying to catch at a logical spot. Essentially looking to play a double bottom. Stopped out. Good job, Captain Crunch. Okay. In some sense, I'm wondering, should I just wait for confirmation? Like, see if like some kind of hammer or something like that wants to form. But that could cost me a really good entry. So there's always trade-offs. I've lost a lot of trades trying to let them run today. Not necessarily for me, but I've not caught any bigger moves. Same with yesterday. Yesterday, I think until the end, it was smooth. But yeah, I could never quite catch any bigger movements. Oh, W4, you still break my heart. I don't think you ever gave futures a good, honest try. Let alone through a prop firm. I think your attitude would change significantly if you did it through a prop firm. And when you realize, oh, my risk was only $100 for all that. Oh, that's not too bad. Maybe see how it reacts a little above the entry. We'll see. Is it a logical spot to try to catch a falling knife in the kitchen? Yes, yes. If you're in a spot and this spot allows you to have thick gloves on, then could you still get cut? Yeah. But are you going to lose like your entire arm? No. So yes. There are spots in a kitchen where it is logical to catch a falling knife. Yeah, that's the key, KTL. Just keep learning. I'm seeing a 7% win rate. 3 out of 4. Good job. Assuming, of course, with good habits. Do you still... No. Day trading stocks is garbage. As a former day trader of stocks and options, garbage, mathematically provable. Like, we are so in the golden age of day trading right now. It's ridiculous. Why? Stocks are like paint drying compared to futures. Not to mention when you throw in the whole prop firm thing, the risk insulation that prop firms give you compared to stocks, it's like crazy. Well, Clay, you can trade stocks in a prop firm. Okay, fine. That doesn't take away from the fact of stocks move like paint compared to futures. Again, W4, proving the point. He thinks 8% is good. It's not good. It's terrible. It is not good. Again, in future, I think Brian's still here. Brian, on one of his accounts, had like a 19,000% ROI, and I think it was like a month and a half. 19, I get it. What a scam. That's how good prop firms are, is they create scam-like ROIs. So please, for all that is good and holy, don't even bring up 8%. You're literally arguing for us. The fact that you think 8% was like some sort of proof point, like, illustrates my point. $8 a week is okay. Yeah, Brian would disagree when he was up like 18,000%. Well, no, that's the thing, is he's arguing without even arguing. Like, he brought up the 8% to try to, like, make a point. Like, see, you're calling these things garbage, but I'm up 8% on the day. Like, little did he know, like, he just proved my point. Do you trade the same way before you use prop firms? You trade a little... Oh, no, trading with props is definitely, you've got to kind of, it's a different game in the sense of how the risk works. And the best way I know how to illustrate this, by the way, I'm still waiting to get long down here, is when it comes, like, if you're using your own money, part of a trade plan is, yeah, that's a good point, Black Magic. Good call. But part of a responsible trade plan is you're going to have a stop loss, right? And a stop loss is basically... the potential cost of putting on the trade. So back in the day, if I, had 300 shares of Tesla and I was risking, $2 per share, well, then if I'm wrong, that's $600 out of my pocket. Okay, so that's just responsible trading. So the way I view prop firms, though, is each account in and of itself is a trade. And then what is the stop loss associated with? So I'll just show you. So each account is a trade. Overall, it's a trade. So what's the stop loss? So for example, let's say Bob. Bob comes and he's like, okay, I'm gonna get the 50K. What is stop loss, or what is Bob's stop loss on this 50K trade? Well, $119, because that's all he paid for it. Now within the account itself, if he goes and loses $2,000, yeah, he lost $2,000 within the account itself. But like out of his own pocket is $119. So for somebody like me that has come from routinely risking $400, $500, $600, $700 more per trade, when I see, wait a second, my overall risk for this amount of leverage is 119 stop, like that's a really good deal. which is why you could go and you could have very poor win rates, yet still come out ahead with the ROI, because at the end of the day, it's only your stop loss per trade, per account in that situation was 119. So yes, to answer your question, I definitely trade them differently because I understand I can take big swings, and if a big swing doesn't work out, okay, it's not like it's... Now, if a big swing doesn't work out with your own funds, holy crap, that could be bad. But that's not so in prop firms. Big swings, manageable. I've never not used the prop. Well, James, that's what I mean. You entered into day trading in the golden age. 2 reasons. Number one, the invention of micro futures. What was that, about 7 years ago? The problem with futures is they move really, really well. But that's a problem because I can never imagine saying, oh, you're a beginner to day trading? Yeah, go throw a few $1,000s and trade NQ. That's like a death sentence to that beginner trader. But now when you can say, hey, check out MNQ, okay, more reasonable. However, and then prop firms, now you can tell somebody to go trade MNQ in a prop firm, aka you get that insulated risk management. Golden age of day trading right now. Absolutely golden age of day trading. So yes, the way I look at it, James, to bring it back, is I view prop accounts, each account, as an individual trade. What is the stop loss associated with that individual trade, whatever the cost of that account was? Yeah, I still, that doesn't change my fact, or to change the point that I would still never tell a beginner, even if it was 10 years ago, to go trade NQ or ES. No way. Because futures, even that, I do agree. You're not wrong, but like, my point still stands that even back then, futures were still, they could catch a newbie off guard and wipe out a whole lot of capital very, very quickly. Can you break that down, or I missed it already? Break what down? W4, here's what you're doing, I think. What I think W4 is this. You're like, well, Clay, I don't really have the time. I don't have the desire to go learn how to trade futures. So I'm just going to stick in my comfort zone. I see what you're saying, Clay. I do. But like, I just don't have the time to learn how to trade futures. Is that kind of what's holding you back? You don't have either the time or the desire to now have to go learn how to trade futures. Is that what's holding you back? Fortnite. Yeah, I never, Fortnite, I have some nephews and stuff that were into it for a while, but can't say I know anything about it. Oh, all I'm saying, Demony, is I look at each prop account as an individual trade, right? Because if you're using your own money, and a responsible individual trade is going to have a stop loss. And associated with that stop loss is going to be some sort of number where if you get stopped out, that's how much you just lost out of your account. So I just take that premise and I just say each account itself is a trade. What is the stop loss associated with that trade? Well, whatever you spend on the account. Because that's ultimately all that's actually at threat of coming out of your pocket. So, you know, so Take Profit Trader, they offer 25K trades. The stop loss on a 25K trade is 105 with code Clay. The stop loss on a 50K trade is 119. 75K trade, you know, the stop loss right there. So that's how I view them. Each account itself is a trade. So if I go out there and have 10 losing trades in a row, so we'll go back to Bob. If Bob has, let's say, 10 losing trades in a row, and each one of those trades costs him 119. So, dang. In other words, he blows up 10 accounts in a row. In my world, he has 10 losing trades in a row. So 119 times 10, that means he's out 1190. But again, he's going to make another trade, aka he's going to buy another account. So we got to add in 119 to that. But let's say on trade number 11, he goes and he gets, I don't know, let's just say he gets a $2,000 payout. He gets $2,000. So think about that. Then he gets $2,000. So we need 2,000 minus 1,309. 2,000 minus 1,309. Think about that. For a sub 10% win rate, he's profitable $691. Again, he's made 11 total trades, aka he's had 11 accounts. On only one trade has he made money, $2,000 in payouts. So with a sub 10% win rate, he's up $691. That's just the math of prop firms. I know it sounds like but that's just how it works. So you could go on a cold streak. You could blow 5, 6, 7, have set 5, 6, 7 losing trades in a row, aka blowing accounts. But all it takes is you go on that one. And if you find yourself a groove and that trade works for you, I continually think about Brian, where he had that one account. One account got him, I can never remember, Brian, over $20,000. So one trade, aka one account that Brian bought, got him payouts of over $20,000. Do you know how many more accounts you can buy for $20,000? Now, I want to be clear. I'm not saying therefore prop firms guarantee you'll be successful. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying the numbers allow for more learning opportunity, and you're not going to get cooked as quickly. Yeah, exactly. What John Sorrow. The ROI it's just the way the ROI calculation is set up. So then you would trade an eval and a funded account the same? Not necessarily. So if I have a pro account or a funded account and it's paid for itself, I'm already sitting at a good ROI. Could I see myself getting pretty aggressive with it? Sure. Because at that point, the trade's already paid for itself. The trade's already, again, when I say a trade, I mean the account. The trade's already at a great ROI. It's already paid for itself. And at this point, my risk reward is this. My risk is I cook the account, it's gone. Oh well, I still have all the gains and stuff from the account anyways. But the reward is, what happens if I'm right? I swing big and I get it, and boom, just like that, it's like another $800,000, $900,000. They ban those who risked whole accounts each trade. Okay, you see, Papacito, you can't just say they. Maybe some prop firms do, but Take Profit Trader doesn't. So you got to be very careful with blanket statements. They. No. No, they don't, Papacito. And by the way, I'm not saying that you go and risk the entire account every trade. I am just saying, ultimately, you can take bigger risks. So I'm not defining bigger risk as entire account. I'm just saying you can take bigger risks, take bigger swings, and the downside is very well insulated. Oh, Papacito. He's grumpy today. Again, Papacito, you seem to be defining bigger risk as risk whole account. And no, they don't care if you risk your whole account, because if you're bad at it, you'll just keep cooking accounts and they make a lot of money. If you're good at it, then they're going to eventually put you in live, and then they're going to make money from the live market off you. So Papacito, what you say makes 0 sense. Now, if Take Profit Trader did not have a live program, I understand what you're saying, because that sort of trader that is really good at it is going to cost the prop firm a lot of money. But because Take Profit Trader does have a live program, they will ease you into the live market, and then they'll still get to keep 10%. Papacito, I don't know. I think you're having a bad day. Papacito, so I'm going to put you in timeout. We've had this before, where people that are normally just fine show up, and it's almost like they're emotional and they're lashing out. So take a breather. I like you. I'm a little caught off guard by all this just irrationality, but my guess is you're having a bad day. And we've had many people. Oh, crap. We've had many. How did he talk? I thought I just put him in timeout. Huh? Let's try that again. And those people have shown up and said, hey, Clay, I apologize. Yeah, yesterday it was a rough day. I cannot really comment too much on that, Justin, Mark. Do we have any Apex traders in here? Well, doggone it. Look how close it got to filling me and then bounce. I'm going to try it again, though. Again, I'm trying to get long at the green line. It got oh so close, but did not fill me. By the way, to all of you answering to Justin, thank you. That's why I think we are one of the best chats in the community. Just because people are, we genuinely have good people here that are trying to help each other out. Right, Dave. That's what I'm saying is Papacito, when he just says they, as in like they, as in all prop firms, it's like, well, we got to take a step back. Blanket statements are very dangerous because that, sure, maybe some are doing that, but like you can't just say that blanket statement. Like when somebody says, "Man, prop firms are a scam." Well, wait a second. Have there been scammy prop firms? Sure. Have there been scams in all sorts of varieties across all sorts of cats? Sure, but like to just say that everybody is, it's like okay, that's a little bit too much of a blanket statement. Okay, W4. What I'm saying is this. You seem to be like convinced futures in a prop firms make sense. But you also seem to think like, well, now I need to learn how to trade futures. You already know how to trade futures. How? Because you already know charts. If you already know charts, the best decision you ever made in your career was to learn charts. Because that's all futures is. If you trade small caps and your favorite small cap pattern is a bull flag, guess what? Bull flags exist in futures. Oh no, Clay. I like the head and shoulders patterns. Guess what? Head and shoulders patterns exist in futures. So if you already know charts, you are 97% of the way there to already trading futures. The final 3% is you just have to understand the point system. Do you recommend trading stocks up? What are you asking about? Swing trading or day trading? That I know, Mark. Thanks a lot, you jerk. Trying to rub it in. Thanks. Look what you did, you little jerk. Swing trading. Yeah, I mean, really any of those. In the category of day trading, the no-brainer, mathematically backed thing is day trading futures through a prop firm. But swing trading, I hope you can sleep at night, brother. I hope you can sleep at night. You definitely called it on the beer. That was funny. I did think about that again. I was like, that actually turned out kind of funny. For making it up on the spot, that was pretty good. But I do hope you're just joking. Okay, see, here's the thing. No. Wait. First off, nobody was banned. I just put him in timeout to cool off. Yes, I'm not... okay, see, this is the problem. Does ban people on a daily basis? Yes, I agree. Nobody's arguing whether or not they ban people on a daily basis. All prop firms ban people on a daily basis. The point of contention here is for what? For what are they banned? I assure you, take private trader and prop firms. If you want to show up YOLO, go big, and cook account after account after account after account, they're not going to ban you. They look at you as and call you something called a cash cow. Again, I swear, this is the problem. People don't listen to the argument. In no way, shape, or form am I saying that prop firms don't ban people, including take private trader. That's not the argument. The argument is ban for what? For what? Account rolling, hedging, spoofing. Yeah, you can't do those things. That's not what he was talking about, though. Again, when people listen to argue and not to actually have a discussion, this is where you end up. No. Can I change your name to Dent? Yeah, okay. Why are you? I will admit I am a little cranky right now. Look how close. Look. So this is why broad statements are worthless, because I was right. This thing wanted to come down and double bottom, but guess what? Broad statements are not good enough because I got the small little detail about entry point wrong by, I don't know, like 2 points, 3 points. All right, I'm going to cancel that out. That does have me a little cranky. Okay, listen, Dent. I silenced him because what he was saying was not true. That's it. If you can't understand that, then you're also about to get sent on a vacation. Not because you're disagreeing with me, but because you're either not being intellectually honest or you're intellectually incapable of following some basic lines of talk. Okay. No, they don't. This is the problem with, degenerates and stuff like that. And it's just a very basic business model thing. If somebody shows up and wants to go big and they're just constantly cooking their test over and over and over and over and over again, that is a cash cow to the prop firm. They're not going to ban that. Like I don't even, the fact that he's even trying to debate this is ridiculous. Hey Clay, could you ban me? John, don't they have Tradeovate's got the lockout feature? Does NinjaTrade not have that? Clay, you're the GOAT. Well, careful saying that. That's gonna rub some people the wrong way. But no, I'm definitely not the GOAT. Thank you though. I'm a dented baboon, but not a GOAT. Alternate fact. Isn't that kind of like an oxymoron? Alternate facts. Is that really a fact then? But how about the cash in the account? Isn't the No, AA. Because, good question, fair question. In this phase, you're not actually losing $2,000 of the prop firm's money. This is all happening in a sim environment. Same with the Pro. This is why the Pro Plus is very important, because the Pro Plus is where people will send live. So if you're really good at going aggressive and making money, well then Take Profit Trader is going to make a good amount of money off of you because they get to keep 10% of your profits in the real market. So yeah, that is why they by all means go for it. Cook accounts. Because it's happening in a simulator. You're not actually losing any of their money. Yeah, it's just, like I said, this is the problem of people just, I don't even know how to describe it. I mean, heck, we had the one guy yesterday, or a couple of days ago, remember the communist comrade? To his credit, he did show up, apologize, and say, hey, Clay, sorry, man, I am drunk. So I don't know. For all we know, these guys are drunk. I don't know. It's convenient how people want to, I should put this test. Let me open up an account and let's see if, but streamers, they won't let you cook the account. There's no drawdown for streamer. Okay, yeah. Anyways, there are just, some people are having bad days. They're upset and grumpy about something. I don't know. That's why, again, I like Papacito. Which is why I'm a little like, wait, where did all this come from? But I've had several at this point now where I like the person, but they show up sometimes just You can tell they're having a bad day, put them in timeout, and the next day they come back and apologize and say, yeah, Clay, I was having a bad day. I'm sorry. To which I'm like, hey, no problem, man. I'm a trader. I've been there before. No problem at all. Headed to a minute. All right, JP, have a good one. No, I mean, he was definitely not right. And in fact, I'm pretty sure this is Papacito anyways. It always strikes me when I put somebody in timeout and then immediately somebody who I've never seen before pipes up and then they start making the same bad argumentation. It's like, it's almost like you had another name. I don't know, but maybe I'm a conspiracy. Maybe I'm wearing too much tinfoil here. But you are right. Correct. I could not stand it. The question is what is it? If it is a falsehood and the falsehood continues to be promoted, that is correct. I cannot stand falsehoods that continue to be promoted. So in that case, you are right. I could not stand it. Clay, what ticker is Films of Greatness? If you go back to about the 20-minute mark on the stream, I covered it. For that exact reason. I assume people along the way would ask about it. So instead of me having to talk about it 8,000 times, figured I'll just tell the timestamp. What's the easiest way to learn prop firm rules? I usually trade stocks with my own money because great question. That is why I think Take Profit Trader is the best prop firm to start with for beginners, because very clean set of rules. So at the end of the day, 119 gives you 50K in buying power. What does that give you? That gives you the ability to buy up to 6 what are called mini contracts, but stay away from those if you're brand new, or 60 micros, such as like MNQ. And then you got to show that you can trade. So you got to show that you can make 3,000. However, you better manage risk. Don't lose 2,000. And then that's it. Now, other prop firms, you might have to worry about, okay, yeah, but then there's a scalping rule, there's a consistency rule, there's a scaling rule. None of that stuff with Take Profit Trader. So that is why, again, just for beginners, somebody like you that's getting started, Take Profit Trader, clean set of rules, they're best. Now, after you get more established and you become what I would consider an experienced prop firm trader, sure, you could still use Take Profit Trader and branch out and if you want to build an empire, stuff like that. But yeah, it's quite straightforward to Take Profit Trader. Really what matters the most for you is just understand this. You can't lose $2,000. That's the main rule right now that you need to be focused on. Don't lose $2,000. Which, think about it. Talk about, which is a good thing, forcing yourself immediately into risk management. Oh, crap. Okay. Well, now I got to figure out how to not lose $2,000. That is a good thing. The prop firm just forced you to start to consider some risk management stuff. And risk management ultimately is the name of the game. By checking your email, Sheila. Okay, see, this is slimy. You're not listening to the parsing things out. For a beginner, Take Profit Trader, very clean, very easy to understand set of rules. That's it. If you disagree about the beginner, too bad. But as I seemingly am explaining every day now, my goal with my goal with the live stream is to get people interested in day trading futures through a prop firm. So if I am able to convince somebody, I don't want all of a sudden overwhelm them with, okay, and now when it comes to prop firm, here are 18 different opinions on what's the best for a beginner. No, Take Profit Trader. Now, once you become experienced, I'm open for discussion. But to say that such and such is best, no, that's all relative for you and your strategy and what you're looking to do. Good to see you, by the way. Been a while since I'm Slimy showed up. Is that $2,000 loss limit daily or is it trailing? It's trailing. So like it's always going to be 2,000. So if on one day you make 500, the next day it is not 2,500 that you can lose. It's still 2,000. So on the reverse, so if you lose $500 your first day, the next day it doesn't revert back to 2,000. It's at 1,500. I'm anti all fruit juices. Fruit juices are the equivalent of like pop. Pure sugar. If you want pomegranate juice, just go eat a pomegranate. Because the water and fiber are going to fill you up before the sugar really kicks in and does much. All right, we're right at the trend line here. Yeah, we do raw milk too. We got our dealer here in small town Iowa. So basically, once I approve, I can trade successfully and make 3K. Yeah, then you get moved over to the pro account. Exactly. And then the pro account is where the money that you begin to make, you can get what's called a payout. I don't know. For some reason, I'm thinking breakout here, but maybe I'm just being a total dented baboon. So I'm going to go down to 3 because I'm not quite sure. No, yeah, I disagree. I mean, at the end of the day, sugar. Sugar is a massive problem. And fruit juice is the amount of sugar in a fruit group, no. Especially when you can just go and get the same exact benefits by just eating the fruit itself. It's fructose, though. What is fructose? I think I'm looking for a breakout, Daniel. Sugars from fruit. Yeah, it doesn't matter, though. Like, there's all sorts of studies that, like, you're eating fruit is not bad for you. Like, let me put it this way. I've never, ever, and I'm gonna speak for everybody here. You also have never come across somebody where they stand up, they got a big belly, and they're like, man, it was all those blueberries that got me. Oh man, that watermelon really got me. Now what I have heard is I should probably lighten up on the beer. I should probably put down some chicken wings. You know, those massive triple whoppers, I should probably chill out with. Oh man, all that ice cream, I should probably, but I've never had anybody say, oh, those strawberries, they got me, coach. No, I've never seen it. Never seen it. I don't think, and none of you have either. Never heard of a blueberry belly. I have heard of a beer belly, though. Again, does fruit have sugar? Yes. But fruit is filled with water and fiber. Go try to eat an entire watermelon. I mean, you could do it, but you're going to feel, that is going to require you to push into the realm of sickness because you're going to be so full. Exactly, James. Yeah, that's how Diet Cokes work. I'm black and I eat a lot of water. Well, you know what? There you go. Eat as much watermelon as you want. Yeah, it's got sugar in it, but you're going to be just fine. Now I want beer and hot wings, a Whopper and and a cup of sugar. Well, I'm glad I waited for confirmation because, yeah, did not show up. And look at that pivot point. Broke the trend line, and then the pivot point just smacked it right back down. I agree, James, yeah. Is that what his last name was? Gloop? I thought Augustus. I thought it was Blue. Gloop? No, it was Veruca. No, not Veruca. Who turned into a blueberry? It wasn't Augustus, you dent. Augustus got sucked up the tube. Who got turned into Violet? Violet turned into blueberry. Can you please get your Willy Wonka lore figured out? I clicked on trading, got health stream. Dude, haven't seen you in 5 years. You look way different. Hey, replay. Yeah, we talk about all sorts of stuff around here. Replay. So good to have you. Thank you, Fish. I appreciate that. Hey, see you later, John. Yeah, that's the nice thing that helps with the live stream. It's easy to be more patient when I can just shoot the breeze about all sorts of stuff. Watermelon wine is good. I don't know if I've ever heard of watermelon wine. Sounds interesting. Yeah, Kyle is a disgrace. How do you not know your Willy Wonka history? You should be ashamed of yourself. I mean, that's almost a bannable offense. Best I'd ever went on, eat what I wanted, just removed all the mirrors. And the scale, you avoided scales. Ah, man, I think 400 is being generous. Old dogs and children and watermelon wine. What's that song? And blueberry, no. And 17. Is it wait, is that and strawberry? No. Wait. It is strawberry wine, right? And strawberry wine. Yeah, Deanna Carter. 17. Strawberry wine, oh man. Yeah, strawberry wine, that's it. Do I try a long? I don't know, man. This is kind of a little bit of a Monka S here. I can't do it. Too much of a 50-50. What I do know I want, though, is down here. No, not 3. Down here, I'll take a swing at 5. Dark Soul. That's a 14. Yeah, it is what it is. I think we retest the lows. I don't know if we'll get down there, but if we do, I'm going to take a swing at it. I got so fat one time, I could not find. Yeah, that's if you forget what well, you don't forget. If you can figure out what it's looking like anymore, that might be a check to maybe eat more watermelon. Okay. See if it wants to make its way down. Why do you think that it is no trader has ever gotten more than 6 payouts on one? I'm not sure what you mean. Where did you get this 6 number from? I'm getting the impression you're thinking of a specific prop firm. But I've definitely had way more than 6 payouts on Take Profit Trader. And I don't say that to brag, but with Take Profit Trader and given they offer daily payouts, like, again, I'm not saying that therefore it's easy. I'm just saying that, like, I've certainly had more than 6 payouts on a prop firm, but not in a braggadocious way. On one account? Yeah, sure, why not? Why wouldn't you be able to get 6 payouts on one account? Reginald, where are you hanging out at the internet, dude? If you're approaching a group of guys and they're all sitting around sniffing paint, I'd say maybe consider somebody else. Am I a degenerate for always going all in on my trades? Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what your risk profile looks like. Yes, you are degenerate if you go all in, and then I say stop loss, and you're like, what's stop loss? I can skin a buck and run a trout line. I must have missed something. I don't know what. Apex only allows... Yeah, I think what you're thinking about, Reginald, is Apex. Apex has something about 6 payouts. But again, that's Apex. That's not all prop firms. Got another racehorse to the... Hey, let's go! Good job, CRM. Or I'm sorry, CR15M. So that's an interesting philosophical question. Was it a stop loss if you didn't sell? Organic strawberries only. Gotcha. Can't I... Oh my goodness. Look at that right off the tread line. Goodness. But yeah, if you do like taking bigger swings, prop firms allow you to do so. Now, you want to be careful. You don't want to go overboard with it, but yeah. Got 2 racers today right now. I have 3 working to get... Hey, good job, Homer. If someone has a mental stop, but no one is there to take it, doesn't make it a... Oh, dang, that's crazy. That's too philosophical for me. Look at that, trades by Zai. That's what I'm talking about. We had this earlier on. I showed the math about how this is possible. How, he got his 3rd payout, and only with 3 payouts, he has made back all his expenses on eval for the past month. That was my point. Again, it was for illustration purposes, but if you were to blow up 10 accounts in a row, and then account number 11, you get some payouts, as Trades by Zai just said, hey, I got all the previous 10 paid for plus some. I mean, like I said, the math is very hard to overcome with prop firms. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. It's a number. So instead of 5 shares, just buy 5 contracts. Everything else, it's just a chart. And trust me, you want to trade futures anyways. Futures make stocks look like paint drying. Shanobi, just stop. Stop. You keep trying to rationalize. You've seen the math. You know deep down what you're doing is not the most efficient way. I mean, that's a terrible argument. Yes, the taxes are a little bit different, but the ROIs and the insane ROIs more than compensate for the taxing that you're trying to bring up. Just stop. Just stop. In fact, at this point, I don't know. I mean, you're not annoying, but like, I'll have to send you on vacation again. You continually just make bad points. You can't trade it. You can't trade what? Yay. All right. I'm just going to ban him at this point. See you later. That is the problem, unfortunately, of the Dunning-Kruger effect. Shan Nubi. To be fair, he has newbie in his name. 3 months in, here lecturing us all on all this stuff. Oh, the Dunning-Kruger effect. It is real, folks. It is real. I'm answering to trades by Zai. Oh, okay. If you don't mind in the future, if you can just tag who you're talking to, that way I know that you're not talking to me, and then there will be zero confusion. But no problem. I get it. Good to see it. Good to have you, Nanad. I don't recognize the name, so I'm assuming you're new around these parts. So good to have you. ZM Ha. Yo, what's up? Yo. It's like straw. Now I got strawberry wine stuck in my head. Oh crap! I forgot about that order. I think this is what's gonna happen. I will probably get filled, and it'll be like a 3-second trade. So I will have displayed ironclad patience for 4 hours, and then my 4-hour patience will result in a stop out for a 3-second trade. That seems like this is where this is all headed. Hey, good job, Boswell. Congrats. Nanad, been here for a couple months. Okay, well, thank you for finally speaking up. Yeah, exactly, David. It's like I said, that's just him trying to justify very poorly. But you're absolutely right. It's like people complaining about, like even Apex. What do you mean they're going to cap me at 6 payouts? It's like, well, have you ever had a payout before? Well, no. It's like, okay, well, how about you get yourself to some payouts and then, Hey, good job, Jocko. No. If you're right on the nose, you're good to go. Well, again, W4, if you go with Take Profit Trader, so if you go 50K, then they're going to ask you what platform do you want to use? That's what I'm using right here is Tradovate. So, I mean, there's TradingView, there's other things too. But like if you like my charts, then yeah, right there, Tradovate is going to be exactly right there. And then if you want a little bit more, so here's how I actually set everything up. So from like getting signed up to getting, not that I'm saying the way my platform here is set up is how you have to set up yours, but it'll at least teach you how to go through the platform. So W4, there you go. So you can check out that link if you want. Come on. Please don't make me look stupid. I mean, the amount of patience I displayed has been mind-boggling. But it's going to be annoying if I get filled and the trade lasts 4 seconds. Hey, good job, Timbo. Hey, Timbo, by any chance, are you the guy using code Clay at Bullnex? Yeah, you're welcome, W4. Yeah, it is. It definitely is too short if I've waited 4 hours of patience. 4 hours of patience for an entry point for a trade that lasts 4 seconds. That seems like a ratio that might send somebody crazy. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just wondering because I have had some people use code Clay and Bullnex, and I've always wondered. I wonder who those people are. So any of if any of you are the Bullnex people that do use code Clay, I appreciate it. Okay, here we go. Maybe. Good. Bounce. Bounce. Let's see if we can get another bounce. I'm actually going to look for a slight fake break. I'm going to come down there. That also helps keep my risk profile a little tighter. Here we go. Okay. Maybe here we go. Tried trading my trade of 8. I do not know. I've never combined them, but I think I've seen that before. I'm not quite sure the connection is the strongest, but yeah, I can't really speak too much of that. I have zero experience. True. Fair point. Now with the 4-second, yeah, sorry, I was implying 4-second trade stopped out, but you're right. Because it could, if it wants to be a 4-second trade and I make 60 points, hey, I'm not going to complain about that. That's true. Fair point. I thought for sure I was going to hear an excuse. W recovery, I say. So does that mean car spotting? Are you long right now? That's fair enough. But out of curiosity, how do you plan on making money from a W recovery? So are you already long? If not, where are you going to get long, and where's your stop at? I'm saying same thing, and I'm long. I'm not quite sure what you're saying. Oh, W recovery. Gotcha. Clay, have you ever missed a stream? No. Last July, I was gone for a week on vacation, but we don't really have any massive vacations. Well, I don't. I don't really have any massive vacation. In a week and a half, we were going back to Michigan for my nephew's wedding, or I'm sorry, my niece's wedding. And my wife might stay behind, but I'll come back. Because with the house build, it's good. If you've ever built a house, it's good. It's good to have kind of somebody nearby to always kind of keep an eye on things. So long at 50, 530. Okay, so car spotting. I appreciate that. Appreciate your courage to give us some numbers. But I'm pretty dedicated, but also again, one of the reasons why I do this is because it's fun. So like it's kind of easy to not miss things when you find them fun. I did, yeah. Back when we visit over at Christmas time, went to the library to stream. Like I said, I'm dedicated. I am a competitive person. Let me put it that way. So There you go. Car spotting. What did he say? He was in at 530. So he was underwater for a little bit. Now he's above water. I don't think, did you, what is your target? Yeah, TraderVate does have, I'm sorry, does have a paper trading platform, yes. That's right. And here's why that's actually fun. Because I am trying to help. Dude, am I able to help everybody? No. But have I had people come back and thank me? Like, hey man, I know I was a little hard-headed, but I got it, so thanks. We have. And to me, there's a cool feeling in that. But then it's also fun to just joke around, act like an idiot. See, here's the thing, fifth toe. I don't know because the prop firm I use, Take Profit Trader, does not have scalping rules like that. That is why I just Take Profit Trader. And then you don't find yourself into this stuff like, uh-oh, did I buy and sell too quick? Is there a scalping rule? There is no scalping rule. And once, I swear, this... All right, I'm starting to get a little... Good job, Marius. All right, I'm trying to short here. Short. Come on. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? Oh, yeah? I'm going to get out right there. You want to say hi real quick, Doc? So, where are your pants at? Just say hi real quick. Just real quick, say hi. Okay. Look, just say hi. Hi. Okay, can I say bye? Bye. Okay, see you later, buddy. Go put some pants on. Takes after his father, running around the house with no pants on. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him. Just like his old man. Pants, Dad. I don't need no pants. What you talking about? Exactly, force fed, exactly. Nothing brings a tear to my eye quicker than my son taking after his old man, running around the house with no pants on. Let's go. Duck Soul. Him, yeah. He did it, and then Kit did it. Hey, Cranky. All right, I might be trying another short here. It's looking like it might want to... If it goes up and hits that purple line again, I'm going to get my entry order in. Got to go up and hit that purple line again. Come on, hit that Maybe I'm being too... Am I being too high maintenance to require it to hit that purple line again? Maybe. Hindsight will be my judge. Yeah, in a second, Brian. Okay, let's extend that out real quick. There we go. There you go, good sir. Did it ever... I don't think it ever hit the purple line. $62. Come on, go back up there. All right, close enough. I'll put my stop right here. So if that red line turns blue, I'm short. Stop. I'm short. All right, I want this to at least be a break even. So this will be a green trade now. Come on, hit that first target, brother. Dude. What you doing here, Cletus? Thank you, Cletus. Okay, let's get some next targets out there. No, no, no. Keep coming down. Don't stop me out. Come on down, brother. Come on down here, boy. Oh, okay, wow. Okay, don't talk to the market like I did. Does not appreciate it. Hey, Car, yeah. Glad you're liking the 2-minute. That's cool. All right, well, it worked, but kind of has been the trend, even going back to yesterday. I can't quite catch a quality runner where it really get the move in my favor. Yeah, thank you, Evan. Yeah, good job. You're right. It's a small little weird things that really do make a big difference. Woohoo! That purple line again, the 50 SMA, and all of you longs right now, you are cursing that thing's name. And I cried. Okay, here we go. Okay. Hey, Jet. Jet. Kids. Hello? Do you know that Jet? Where's Mom? Okay, do you know that Jet's up here running around? Oh. Yeah. There you go. See you later, buddy. We got a pantsless kid running around up here. He escaped upstairs. The gate at the bottom of the stairs was open. Just got 160 for a 2 weeks period in a 10K account. Do you mean 10K as in you have taken $10,000 of your money and put it into a futures account? Is that what you mean, car spotting? I'm starting to crack some walnuts over here. Oh, whew. And do you mean a 100K account? I've never heard of a 10K account. I think you mean a 100K account. Sounded like a dungeon door. Oh, really? Okay. Well, honestly, the $160 for a 2 weeks period, is that good? I don't know. Were the habits good on 160? If you made 160, just being a degenerate, and you can't really explain how you made 160 because you don't really have a strategy, not good, right? And this goes back to my point of, I will take a red $500 day over a green $500 day all the time. Why? If you're having red 500, but that red 500 is coming from being disciplined, not being a degenerate, following your rules, all those sorts of things, fantastic. If the $500 green is coming from rule breaks, degeneracy, just all sorts of stuff, yeah, in that little slice, maybe it seems like take the 500. But I'm telling you right now, and a lot of people can attest to it, there will be a time where the bad habits that got you that 500 catch up to you. But the good habits that minimize things at minus 500 ultimately keeps you alive, helps you survive, and all that. So is $160 good? I don't know. Did you get 160 with good habits? That's my main. If you're like, yeah, Clay, I was disciplined, I followed my rules, and I made 160, fantastic. Then yes, that is good. But if you made $10,000 green with bad habits, that is bad, because the market will eventually get that money back with interest. Man, that was kind of nuts. I was getting ready to think that maybe down here is in play again, but that quick, right back up we go. We got a lot of longs here, apparently. We got a lot of longs here. I'm joining the longs. I'm long now, too. Let's go. I agree. That was quite the recovery. Let's see that yellow line and beyond. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. 5 minute looks crazy. That's a crazy 5 minute right now. Big old hammer candle there. That is the main driver of why I'm willing to take a swing at this. I mean, that's a pretty interesting 5 minute. And what I think is a bullish way. Come on, push, brother! Got 3 left. Come on, push up some more, brother. Go! Okay, I'm going to just let these last 2 cook. Well, I will take one more up here if it does, because I can see that being a rejection point. So I want to take at least one more off up there. But there we go. This thing is either going to break out, and we're going, or I'm out. Come on, get up there. That's West Virginia up there. This is Country Road Concepts. So here we go. Let's get the... Uh-oh. Never mind. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, I couldn't even get the roads drawn. Man, I was ready to start to sing, which is part of the Country Road Concept strategy, but never mind. A red day following all your rules plans is far better than a green day where you broke all... Exactly. Correct, Cranky. Love you. I love you too, Albert. You're my boy, Albert. Oh, you dirty rat. Why do you gotta do that to me? I guess I did just call it a dirty rat. Maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe the market doesn't like to be called names. Sighting small, I'm up 750, trading 1. Great job, Ty. This is a breakout in my opinion. Oh, yeah, no, I agree. The breakout has occurred. So we've moved from the question, can it break out, to now, can it get continuation? But I do agree. This is the breakout, but can this breakout actually get some continuation? Yeah, I know, James. That was a little on the annoying side, but it happens. You're out, Neil? All right. Now, do I want to try another short up at the pivot point? I mean, this thing does have a track record right now of spanking the price back down. So this could be a Cletus trade up here. Might try a Cletus trade. Called the Cletus Spankum trade. Seeing if Cletus up here wants to spank the Bulls back down. This is spanking Cletus concepts that I'm about to do. Clay, what strategy you use? The spanking Cletus. That's the strategy, the spanking Cletus. If not past 600, then 560. Okay, so you don't think so? If I'm understanding right, if it can't get past 600, then you think we're heading down 40 points to right there. Okay. What do you mean it's fixed? So that it like will for sure open up at 135? Looking for a short. All right. I appreciate that. Giving us the 2 numbers, a short at 607. SCC encroachment zone ahead. Oh boy. All right, here's a back test of the breakout point. I don't know if I really trust it though, because the 5 minutes looking a little shaky. Oh, I've never heard of usually a price, it's priced at a certain level and then it usually gaps way up. California tech CEO arrested for allegedly supplying equipment to Iranian nuclear programs. That's kind of crazy. Look at that, right? Oh my goodness. Brings a tear to my eye. The back test and go. But 5 minute, like I said, had me not feeling so good about it. But yeah, if you, again, the power of independent thinking, if you're like Clay, the 5 minute don't scare me. I'm getting along at the back test. Well, nice job. You got a nice little 10-point bounce already. Yeah, SpaceX pump and dump. It seems like how it's probably going to go. No, I think it'll pump up a little bit. But yeah, it's going to cook so many people. Especially with the new pattern day trading rule. And if at that point there are firms out there that are allowing leverage, you're going to have a bunch of dents not understanding leverage. They're going to leverage your position. Now, at least with a cash account, like you could go $2,000 all in, and I'm choosing 2,000 because that's the pattern day trading new bottom. And then you could at least rationalize it and be like, okay, well, I'm going to hold and hope. Because it'll go back up. And you're not going to have any margin calls because you're not using any margin. However, now with $2,000, and if somebody offers, 4-to-1 leverage, people are going to wait, I can buy $8,000 of SpaceX. Here we go, $8,000 worth. You cannot hold and hope because that's where the margin call comes into play. So people are going to have a rude awakening. No, you can't bag hold. That's my point. So in some senses, I guess it's kind of good, but not really, because nobody will be able to, and that's what I mean by people getting cooked. Like if it dips down far enough, you can't bag hold your way out of it. There will be no holding and hoping because people are going to get margin called. But I don't know. That'll all depend on where things stand at that point. So maybe it's going to be a blessing to a lot of people that maybe the pattern day trading rule isn't in effect with anybody allowing margin by that point. There just needs to be a Elon ticker. That'd be an interesting concept for a company. Okay, maybe like the conglomerate. He just pushes everything together. And then ticker symbol Elon. That's not a bad idea. Okay, I'm thinking about a short here. Spank him Cletus trade. I'm in. Let's see if Cletus wants to spank him. Come on, Cletus, spank him. Okay, this will be a green trade. Spank him, Cletus. Spank him. Spank him. Come down. Spank him, Cletus. No, come on. Spank him. Spank him, Cletus. Come on. Spank him. Come on, give me that first target. Spank him, Cletus. Uh-oh. I might get... No, I'm not going to get spanked. It'll be a green... Okay. All right. Maybe we try again. So those matters. Cletus did not spank him, but I also didn't get spanked because at least I moved my stop into like slight green. You trading with goals? No, I don't know what GOLS is. I am trading with Take Profit Trader, and the platform I'm using through Take Profit Trader is Tradovate. On the 5-minute, we are now approaching the 50 SMA. So maybe a short up around 18-ish. So I'm kind of watching that. I mean, beautiful. The breakout, the pullback, the back test, and go. I mean, you could throw that right into a textbook. But that's also a beautiful example of the KISS method. Now, I'm sure there's some way to, explain all this using very fancy terminology and all these abbreviations and icebergs and unicorns and flaming Doritos, but I don't know. No. Pretty sure no. Pretty sure no. Sorry, just got my bid for the I want to get a back. See, this is how dedicated I am to all you beautiful dented baboons. I want to get a backup generator. So if the power ever goes out, it doesn't matter. The live stream will continue. So I just got the bid for that. All I'll say is please use code Clay. Please use code Clay. The marsupial VWAP. That's a good one. Not quite that high, but you're in the general ballpark, Brad. But no, not quite that high. But not cheap. Freaking beautiful baboon. I don't like what you guys are doing to me. I don't like what you're doing to me. Making me... I just don't want the live stream to drop off. If the power goes out, I want the party to continue, baboons. You guys are getting expensive on me, you dented baboons. I signed up, but I didn't see the spot for the code Clay. So you paid full price, Eddie? Eddie, what are you doing? Eddie! Don't... There's... Is it really that hard to see where the spot is? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, you're overpaying for things. That's what you're doing. You just paid 30% more than what you needed to. That's what you're doing. In fact, I would reach out to them and say, hey, I meant to use code Clay. Could you please apply it? Because you're also now going to have to pay an activation fee. So, Eddie, I would reach out to them and say, hey, I meant to use code Clay. Could you please apply it? Yeah. How much do you think concrete would be? Question mark. Code dent. All right, I think I gotta try a short here. All these upper shadows. I'm not super in love with it though. And I'm gonna go to 3 now because if you've been here over the past couple of weeks, the afternoon, like the last hour-ish of the live stream, the wheels have tend to be falling off. So, but if I go 3, the wheels will fall off just a lot slower. Okay. I'm in with just 3. Looking for a short. All right, not looking for a short. I am short. Come on down and fill me, brother. In fact, let's do this. I'm going to get rid of that one. And if the price comes down here, I'll just get my stop into slight green territory. Or it just can come out and stop me out. Yeah, both. And would it be any cheaper if we just did all that when we were getting our concrete driveway poured and such? Question mark. I know I had the choice at a scalpy scalp, but I want to see if it wants to come back down. Clay, isn't this breaking out of the previous resistance zone? Maybe. And if it is, I'm going to get stopped out. But it also might be getting rejected at the resistance zone. But yes, if it is breaking out, then that means I'm wrong and I will be taking a loss. But if I'm right and it gets rejected at the resistance zone, I'm going to go buy a pizza. Yeah, maybe it does have more upside, folks. If it does, that's what a stop loss is for. I agree. It could have more upside, hence my stop loss. All right, and stopped out there. I think that was my first losing trade of the entire stream. Okay. Deja vu. It seems like I've been here before. Well, Bedell, are you making money from this then? I mean, that's an interesting observation. So are you telling me that you're long right now? Okay, well, next time, give us the numbers ahead of time. Trust me, bro. Congrats on this one. But we always give people a 1 minute, we'll give people the whole, but next one, we need numbers ahead of time or in real time. Trust me, bros aren't very popular around here. But next time, just good. Again, good job on this one. But next time, let us know these numbers ahead of time, or I do understand some people need confirmation first. So then in that situation, just give us the numbers in real time. Long from again, yeah. Like I said, next time, Bedell, just let us know in real time what the trade plan is. It's just way better that way. Best short is here. Okay, so you're getting short right here, Spy Legendary, and where's your stop at? So it sounds like Spy Legendary is short at 625. I shorted, I'm going to hold until the end of the day. Yeah, exactly. Short here, stop there. All right, sounds good, Eddie. What size generator is this? Question mark. Oh, we got news coming in at 2 p.m. Yeah, I don't think the market will really care about that. But thank you, Sean, for the heads up on that. Long 591. Okay, again, 10 change. We need these numbers ahead of time. This is what we call a trust me, bro. Trust me, bro, I got long right there. Again, to be fair to you, maybe you did, but also to be fair, this is the internet where people just say stuff. I will take another, I'm going to try another short at VWAP if it can get up there. But it may be wise to go long there because I'm having deja vu. It seems as though the wheels are beginning to fall off the bus. Which is why I'm staying at 3. Yeah, we definitely want to do concrete. I agree. Next time ahead of time. Shout out to you, my brother. See, why can't people be rational? I made a very rational claim. Hey, while that could be true that you got in where you said you got in, this is also the internet where people say stuff. And instead of just putting up a big hissy fit, he's like, oh yeah, I agree. That's a good point. This is the internet, so I can understand why you would possibly think that I'm just saying stuff. Why can't people be like that? Thank you, 10 change. So I look forward to seeing some trade plans from you now ahead of time. That's going to be, I might start weeping over here. Again, I'm looking for a short around the VWAP, which is that dotted yellow line. Clay, just set a short at VWAP with 5 minis. 5 point, trust me, bro. Well, I mean, you're calling it ahead of time. So I don't have any problem with that, brother. You're calling it ahead of time. It's the people that show up right now and are like, yeah, I got long right here. Then I added more right there. 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 And I added more right there. Trust me, brother. It's those people that's like, okay, well, let's all calm down here a second. Watch out, crazy moving coming. Spy Legendary, why am I getting the impression that you're just making this up as you go? Why do I have the impression you are flying by the seat of your pants? Why? Why are my loins saying, hey, Clay, first off, thank you for having beautiful loins. But second off, this Spy Legendary guy, it kind of seems like he's just making stuff up Flying by the seat of his pants. Why are my loins telling me that? Yeah, let's see what happens, Tens Change. Let's see what happens, brother. Nope, period. No garage heaters, period. We have a heated space out in the barn, period. But yes, comma, all that sounds good, period. And I like being able to subtract out that 400, period. So we have ourselves a deal. Then tell me I didn't tell you 32nd. What? Now my loins are telling me that you're drunk. Have you been drinking, Spy Legendary? Clay, are you on take profit on the... I think what you mean is, am I using Tradeovate? So Take Profit Trader is the prop firm. Through the prop firm, the platform I'm using is Tradeovate. So I think that's what you mean, and I am on the desktop. Oh, thank you. I see Slow Morrow got you. Thank you, Slow. See, that's what I mean. Like a genuine group. Like we have a good group here. Like Slow Morrow just helping him out because, hey, I'm a friendly guy. Why are you sitting on the desktop? Okay, yeah. Spy Legendary is either drunk or high right now. Like I said, I gotta just listen to your loins. If there is a straight movement up, then I'm sure the big boys are carrying the price up. I mean, maybe, but it could also just be a combination of everybody too. That's all you, exactly, Greg. All you can really do at the end of the day, all you can really do is listen to your loins. When they're calling to you, listen to your loins. They got nothing else better to do. I don't know how they got so powerful. Listen to your loins, and you'll never lose again. 3086 is objective. 386, huh? Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind. Spy is not drunk because he is hearing me clearly. I know many of you are crying right now because you've never heard the voice of an angel before. I know. Okay, maybe a short here. Can I get it for my ringtone? Sure. I just want a royalty. Just a royalty. I'm so flat. Lots of congestion right here. Right. That's why I'm thinking of a short, brother. Thank you. I mean, that is, if there's ever not a liar, it is the most recent message. I come here for Clay's sweet, sweet tunage. And I'm not worried about waiting for the other concrete, period. For the sake of keeping things moving, comma, we'll just do it whenever works for you. Listen to your loins. All right, my loins are telling me a short right there. I hope I'm not about to get kicked in my loins. Did you... Dude, my friend. If I was short, if I was in any position, the open P&L would show an open P&L. Come on, brother. Could see a parabolic to trap the retails. Could. You could also see a dump to trap the long side retailers. You know what I mean? We could see a lot of things. It's hard to relax when dents don't know how to read a basic screen. That should. And I have you in the category, when your name is Spy Legendary, like you're some sort of legendary spy trader, yes, it's hard to remain relaxed when a legend of the spy does not know how to read a basic screen. Don't go against big boys. Okay. Yeah. If I go against the big boys and I'm wrong, that's what stop losses are for. That's why risk management exists. You see, Wayne, but in my opinion, why are we having to explain somebody that is in his name is like legendary? When it comes to the spy, he is legendary. Like, what are we doing with our lives? What do you have for VWAP, Clay? You mean the settings of it? Oh, there's the settings right there. Yeah, just let me know and we'll get you a check. I'm not sure if I've ever fooled around. Good to see you first off, Old Wolf. Not sure if I've, doggone it. See, I was right. Broad statements, I was right. They wanted to come down. However, that's why broad statement trading does not work and why broad statements are worthless, because I got a detail wrong. I chose the wrong entry point. That is why people that show up and just want to make all these broad statements, no bueno. It's easy to be right broad statements. That's why we want the numbers. But no, if I have, let me put it this way, Old Wolf. If I have messed around with the anchored VWAP, I must not have been very impressed by it because I don't use it. But to also be fair, I don't know if I've ever even tried. Typical. Okay, Spy Legendary is he's gonna go to timeout land now. That's a good one. What gum do dents prefer? Dentine. Clever. Clever girl. Name that movie. I got a gun. Clever girl. Name the movie. I bet Timbo gets it if Timbo's still here. A lot of timeouts. I only think two. No, maybe three. They do move in herds. Neil. Okay, Neil, you really don't. Correct. Jurassic Park. Which really irritated me. I like that character too. Last of the Mohegans. Good movie. Best part about Last of the Mohegans was the soundtrack and then that one Nike commercial. Does anybody know the Nike commercial I'm talking about that used Last of the Mohegans soundtrack? So good. Like I'm about to start to get goosebumps right now. We might have to watch it. I might have to try to find it. Last of the Mohican Nike. Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness. Oh boy, but I don't want to start. I don't want you guys to see the adrenaline take over because I will be running around this room tackling. Just it's just my adrenaline's already starting to flow. Yeah, exactly. Full port. Yes. And well, there's what Jackson in it, and well, I think there's three of them in there. But yeah. Okay, this might get me copyright struck, but I don't care. It's worth it. It's worth it. So good. So good. Okay, here we go. Hey. Okay, okay, we're back. It probably doesn't sound too good, but we're back. Can you confirm that you can hear me? Hello? Okay. Does not. Okay, I'm going to try to change back over to my main mic though, which should have the better quality. There we okay. We're back. That's weird. Dang. Yeah, I tried to show a cool commercial and everything just fell apart right before my very eyes. Okay. We got to get back to trading here. This could be a trade. Okay, I'm long.
Field.
Out there for a little bit of a scalpy scalp. And my mic or my volume now is quite loud. How does the mic sound? Is this pretty bad audio? Probably is it pretty echoey? Not good. Yeah. Not good. Okay. I don't know what happened, but it did not. Let me just try this real quick. Test one. Oh, it won't even let me change it. What about? Dude, I have an all not. Wow. Yeah, I know. I'm on the webcam mic right now. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm going to try it one more time. That's what I'm trying to. All right, well, I don't know if this sounds any better. Probably not, but unplug it from the desktop. All right, maybe along here. Okay, I'm long. Mainly based on the 5 minute. If you look over there, we're at the 21 EMA. I'll take another little scalpy scalp there. And this mic is driving me nuts. Let me see if I can cook something up real quick. Maybe I just need to restart OBS. But if I restart OBS, I think that means the entire, then I have to, the stream would get knocked out. All right, one more try, then I promise I'll just let it be. Hello? Oh, I think we're good. Are we good? Did that work? Can people hear me? Can people still hear me? Can people still hear me? Does it sound better too? Okay, let me get that. Sounds good? Sounds good. Don't change a single thing. Okay. Oh my goodness. That was one of the most intense moments of my life. I got a bowl of Chex Mix, or I got a, doggone it, what's that called? Chex Mix. Yeah, I guess Chex Mix, right? Chex Mix has got some cracked nuts in it. Dang. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, held, huh? I'll try a short up here, double top. Looking for a short at the red line. Stop is the green. Did you take, come on, hey, 10 change. We need some trade plans from you. Did you take the long at the 50% or no? Whoa! Oh, crap. Nope, nope, nope. I want that trade plan. Did somebody say something? That's got, this is spicy. Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if that thing was about to explode up, and I'm waiting for PA. Well, okay. Oil just oh yeah, and then right back down for oil. I kind of want to get long here. Oh, okay. Corone Jones. I'm long. My target is. Well, where's your stop at? I'm so tempted to get long right now. But I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm a scared little boy. That oil spike filled a sell order. Hey, there we go. Nothing like an order getting filled that you totally forgot about. I adjust my stop now, 610. Alrighty. Do I do it? Do I get long? Right now I'm just glad we figured out the mic thing. Are you in your car? No, I'm in a van down by the river. And I use 56K dial-up momentum. And I'm on a computer that runs Windows 95. Thank you for your attention to this matter. It is awesome. It's so awesome. Wait, I got a quick turn on the internet again real quick. Just give me a second. Ding. Are we back? Can you hear me? I think I just reconnected. Hey, you shut your mouth, full port. You shut your mouth. Nobody asked you. I'm back. Okay, cool. I had to reconnect real quick. Okay, maybe a short here. If it pushes up through, then so be it. Look at this, though. VWAP and the 200 SMA right here. Let's see what happens, brother. And sister and furries. Yeah, AOL 37.0 just showed up last night. Which I will say, AOL 36.0, overrated. Overrated. You've got mail. Oh, just a minute, everybody. I gotta go check my email real quick. Okay, cool. All the young folks are like, I don't, what is this guy talking about? But if you were born in like the late 70s, early 80s, mid 80s, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, here we go, maybe. Looking for a short. You're adding to your long? All right, I'm about to get short here. I am short. See if it wants to smack it down or not. Come on. Come on down, brother. It's being stubborn, that's for sure. All right, I'm out. No, did not care about it at all, apparently, this time around. Wow, impressive. Impressive. Yeah, I do remember that. But then he came back and no, all like literally, he came back and said, "No, I'm out of my short. It's about to go big." And then this happened. Like you can't make this stuff up. It's crazy. It's funny. Well, it is just grinding away right now. Well, hey, if you are enjoying the stream, if you want to help support it, this is completely viewer supported. So if you want to help keep it ad free and just flat out keep the stream alive and going, then you can do that by using code CLAY, all caps, with any of these prop firms I use. I recommend I love Take Profit Trader. But I understand everybody's at different stages of their journey. Some of you are looking at Empire Build. You want to trade 40 accounts, so you're going amongst many other prop firms. So like I said, any of these, whatever their current promotions are, code CLAY will get you. So you're accomplishing two things, right? You're saving yourself some money, most importantly, and then you're also helping support a stream that you enjoy and help to keep it ad-free. And like I said, just keep it going. So code CLAY, all caps, with any of these. For everybody that has used code CLAY, thank you. You are a reason why, like I said, not only is the stream still alive, but the stream is ad-free. And that is how you can make it happen. Well, I'm going to go ahead and call it good. It's just... I mean, I think this is a good time anyways, kind of the normal time, but it also feels like the wheels are potentially really going to fall off. So I want to just maintain the green while I have it. So thank you everybody for being here. On your way out, hit that like button if you don't mind. That helps out quite a bit too. If you have not yet hit the subscribe button, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. I'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. Usually I show up a little early. So if you do want to be reminded and be notified when I do go live exactly, that is where hitting that notification bell does help. But that is all I have. Thank you, everybody. This was a fun one. Some good conversation, some overall good trading. I'll see everybody back tomorrow. So thank you for being here, everybody. Code CLAY. Take care. Hit that like button and see you back